Duna, last on the log. How do you feel going into this match?
I feel very energized and I'm just gonna wing it and see how I go about. I'm playing Kitten, very strong player, very brave player, so I'm gonna see how it goes.
Keaton's very precise. How do you think you're going to have to modify your approach tonight?
Well, I just gotta not give him a chance because, like you said, he's very precise. He's very accurate on the table. I just gotta be one better and not let him get onto the table.
You mentioned earlier that there's no pressure. Do you think that's going to make you perform better tonight?
Well, definitely, most definitely. I've been working on that. My pressure and nerves on the table and the cameras, it's a lot. And I've been working on it and it's all gone. Underdog, I just gotta play it now.
I like that mentality. Is there anyone that you would like to give a shout out to who's maybe supporting you tonight?
Thanking to my wife, my unwavering support through this pool career. She's been supporting very well, supporting through this pool career, demanding pool career of mine. Yeah, and Nick's Auto Tricks. He's a friend that's always coming to support me. Yeah.
A demanding career indeed. All the best for tonight.
Thank you so much. That wasn't good.
It was better. It was actually pretty good. I think you were fine. You were fine. Absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Anything specific you want to talk about?
Honk. It's up. It's up. Kiana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I'll mention that she's star performer last week.
Please take a step back. One step. Step back. Hello. Come closer. Yeah. And this. And go. Yeah. A little bit more inside.
Good evening, Ketan. Third on the log. Is that where you thought you'd be by this time in the SBL?
Difficult to say. I would have liked my performance to be better. It's something new in the SPL. The time and the rules are different. So, as I said, still adjusting. So I can't be too hard on myself. But I'm happy with third. I'm only 1 point behind Shane and 3 points behind Llewellyn. So hopefully this today it's going to be very difficult for me because I'm playing against Anand, Quinton. So he does have a little bit of a slower game and he's very technical. So it's difficult to get a lot of frames out of this match, but I'm going to try my best.
That's great to hear. You mentioned earlier to me that you want to go for golden breaks. What do you think you need to do to achieve that tonight?
Well, I've already hit a golden break. I'd like to get some more on the board. Try and get that also that medal for the accolade for the most golden breaks. Also going to try for apples because you get an extra bonus point. But it just depends on the break. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I know last week I had 4 breaks, dry breaks, and Aaron came every time to the table. But when he missed, I did punish him. And on the 5th break that I had, that I broke in, I made sure I made an apple, giving me that extra point.
Awesome. And last, is there anyone special that's supporting you that you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yes, definitely. It's all my friends, my family. Thank you for my supporters as well, Dance Cafe Florida and the Student Star Group in Midrand. So, yeah, I just like to thank everyone that's supporting me and watching me.
Best of luck tonight. I'm sure you're going to do amazingly well.
Thank you so much, Michelle.
Ke sile ke tshwere tsana ke tshwere respine side. Tseng ke happy.
Hello and good evening, all pool enthusiasts across Africa and the world. Every night's a pool night, but Thursday is our favorite pool night here at the SBL. We are halfway through the season and it's definitely hotting up. Will Lucas be able to regain his number one spot from last season? Will a newcomer claim that spot? Will Quinton, languishing in 8th position, manage to improve his statistics with a stellar performance tonight? Only time will tell. Firstly, we had a chance to catch up with our first two players, Ketan and Quinton, earlier in the night. So let's take a quick look at what they had to say. Good evening, Ketan. Third on the log. Is that where you thought you'd be by this time in the SBL?
Difficult to say. I would have liked my performance to be better. It's something new in the SPL. The time and the rules are different. So, as I said, still adjusting. So I can't be too hard on myself. But I'm happy with third. I'm only 1 point behind Shane and 3 points behind Llewellyn. So hopefully this today it's going to be very difficult for me because I'm playing against Anand, Quinton. So he does have a little bit of a slower game and he's very technical. So it's difficult to get a lot of frames out of this match, but I'm going to try my best.
That's great to hear. You mentioned earlier to me that you want to go for golden breaks. What do you think you need to do to achieve that tonight?
Well, I've already hit a golden break. I'd like to get some more on the board. Try and get that also that medal for the accolade for the most golden breaks. Also going to try for apples because you get an extra bonus point. But it just depends on the break. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I know last week I had 4 breaks, dry breaks, and Aaron came every time to the table. But when he missed, I did punish him. And on the 5th break that I had, that I broke in, I made sure I made an apple, giving me that extra point.
Awesome. And last, is there anything special that's supporting you that you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yes, definitely. It's all my friends, my family. Thank you for my supporters as well, Dance Cafe Florida and the Student Star Group in Midrand. So, yeah, I just like to thank everyone that's supporting me and watching me.
Best of luck tonight. I'm sure you're going to do amazingly well.
Thank you so much, Michelle.
Last on the log, how do you feel going into this match?
I feel very energized and I'm just going to wing it and see how I go about. I'm playing Ketan, very strong player, very brave player, so I'm going to see how it goes.
Ketan's very precise. How do you think you're going to have to modify your approach tonight?
Well, I just got to not give him a chance because, like you said, he's very precise, he's very accurate on the table. I just got to be one better and not let him get onto the table.
You mentioned earlier that there's no pressure. Do you think that's going to make you perform better tonight?
Well, definitely, most definitely. I've been working on that. My pressure and nerves on the table and the cameras, it's a lot. And I've been working on it and it's all gone. Underdog, I just got to play it now.
I like that mentality. Is there anyone that you would like to give a shout out to who's maybe supporting you tonight?
Thank you to my wife, my unwavering support through this pool career. She's been supporting very well, supporting through this pool career, demanding pool career of mine. Yeah, and Nick's Auto Tricks. He's a friend that's always just coming to support me. Yeah.
A demanding career indeed. All the best for tonight.
Thank you so much.
Right, you heard it from our 2 first players from this evening. Also awesome that they're getting a bit of a chance to give a shout out to all their supporters and friends and family. Right now I'm going to be joined by my fabulous co-host Prince Marake, and I want to have a quick conversation with him about what his predictions for tonight are going to be. So welcome Prince, please would you come join me. Good evening.
Good evening, Mickey. How are you?
Always well, you?
All right. Tonight promises to be another stellar evening. What we saw missing last week was, the finishing prowess by the players. I do hope that the players have gone back to the drawing board and they are willing to let that cat out.
We witnessed a lot of unforced errors last week, so hopefully they improve upon that tonight. I think, having chatted to a few of them, they're very eager to show their finishing prowess, hitting golden breaks and finishes, and I think that's also what our fans would want to see.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a great game to open it up. Nduna up against Ketten, you know, and it says styles make the game. So we do hope that it will be a great opening match, as well as the very last match of the evening, Shane up against Lucas. That's something to look forward to.
That's definitely going to be the showstopper at the end of the night, so please folks stay tuned for the whole evening. We've got some crackers of matches in store for you. So without further ado, I think we should get to our commentary box and let the match start.
Looking forward to a stellar opening match. Yeah. These are the two players, Quentin up against Ketten, and that is the next match. And I can tell you that Quentin is a little bit in the second half of the leaderboard, and Ketten is in the top bracket at this moment, so it promises to be a matchup to behold.
Yeah, absolutely. I think both of them will want to physically get more frames on the board and really take the opportunities, even half opportunities, at making those finishes to secure enough points, but maybe even a few extra bonus points. So as we can see, the players are ready to lag.
Yeah.
We saw Quinton in the picture there. He had a bit of a rough start to his campaign, losing 5-2 to Lucas. He had a 4-all draw with Llewellyn, and he lost 5-4 in a close encounter to Shane. He definitely needs to increase his frame count tonight, and he will be in the back of his mind thinking about trying to avoid relegation.
All right, another long evening to look forward to, Mishi. We've seen Llewellyn is on top of the leaderboard. We will be showing the leaderboard a little bit later, but then Quentin bottom the log with 10 points, whereas Ketten enters week 4. Enters week 4, ranked 3rd.
Yeah, he had some decent results. In the first week he drew 6-all against Silver, then he beat Lucas, and as you can see, lying 3rd on the log there with Llewellyn at the top. And I think what secured his 3rd position was that good win over Aaron last week of 7-3.
So it's 3rd up against
Number 8.
Yeah, so it's, look, with the SPL, you could have 2 or 3 bad weekends, but one scintillating week can change everything.
Can totally mix up that leaderboard, agreed.
Yes, there is Quentin to start proceedings.
Nduna looking
Yes.
nice and focused. Let's see what he makes of this first break.
We've got Zane in the audience watching it tonight. Welcome, Zane, and another good evening. What do you expect the approach is going to be by Ketten, considering that he's still in the top bracket up against Nduna? Would he be fencing his chances, you know?
I think so. I don't think he's going to change his overall tactics that much. I think he's just going to make extra sure of every pattern selection of every finish that he's on. I think he's going to back his experience. He's going to back his potting ability. And we see him select red. He's got one red tied up on the right hand side of the table.
Let's take this moment to welcome all of our viewers watching on YouTube, as well as those coming from Facebook. So in our first match here tonight, we're going to be having Mishi following with our viewers on YouTube, and I'll be giving you the lowdowns on those following on Facebook.
Yes, and please interact with us, ask questions, leave your comments, and of course like, share and subscribe on the various platforms. That will go a long way to ensuring the longevity of this awesome platform and this awesome league.
Yes, guys, 50 minutes allocated to the match. a lot of pressure on the players because, so much frames you can be able to attain over 50 minutes, and you also have to take into consideration the fact that, you need to put your best foot forward.
Yeah, you can't afford to make too many mistakes, and you can't afford to hold back too much either. You really got to take your opportunities when they present themselves. As you can see, Ketan didn't leave himself in the greatest position on this finish on the red, and now the yellows are looking fairly open and a fairly decent opportunity for Quinton, as long as he works out that troublesome yellow by the red. He's going to take that out right now, in fact. And he works that out. I fancy him to take this frame.
With Quinton, he always gets a blistering start. For some reason, it's in the middle of the session where the wheels kind of like come off.
It's almost as though like that energy, that the total will to make his mark in this series kind of takes over, and maybe loses focus on the pot at hand and forgets to be present in the moment.
Let's have a relook at that shot again. It looked like a relatively easy rail shot, but rail shots determine, outcome of so many matches.
So many. That's why so many players avoid opting for their color when they have a couple of rail shots. But Ketan has his work cut out for him in this frame. He's run out of position there.
Yeah. May we take this moment to congratulate all the players that played in the Masters trials this past weekend in KZN as well as in the GP. Say, guys, keep it up. 2026 promises to be a good year.
I was having a look at the stats across the board, and there's just so much talent and so many players who have all had their South African colours. It's really tough, even at a provincial level, to actually make a team.
I did not make the team. I missed it by 2 frames, but it just
Unlucky
happens to be
frames.
one of those.
Learning experiences.
Yeah. It's how quick you forget it that gets you to go back to the drawing board. Yeah.
We just have to come back the next day, go back to basics, which is perhaps what Quinton will be thinking about doing after missing that pot. He's not happy with that.
Yeah. One of the greatest essentials of playing pool is to have a very good break, probably out of the 68, 69 frames that I played over the weekend, I must have had sank a ball on the break only about 14 times,
The tables here at billiards are not the easiest to break on.
Yeah,
You go to
yeah.
other clubs, like foreplay, for example. It's very easy to pot 3-4 balls on the break.
Yeah, and
So
you
it does
can't
have
get
an impact.
going. You can't get going when you're not getting the breaks,
Yes.
Yeah,
I did notice that there weren't a lot of break-in finishes
yeah.
during the trials this
Yeah.
weekend either.
Ketan looking a lot more relaxed today, but even
Yeah.
though his face is not exactly the same as he presented last week, maybe it could be a little bit of fatigue from work or stuff like that,
Well, he's got the first match tonight, the early match, so I'm sure he'll be grateful for an early start.
Yeah. Let's take this moment to be able to speak about our ref here, that is Petunia Moirani Liban, who's doing a splendid job, Yeah.
Yeah, all credit due to her. She's on her feet for hours at a time, doing a great job here, so we are deeply grateful.
Yeah. And look at, how composed he is, Ketan, in going about his business. So,
Yeah, as expected.
So the first 4 frames will give us an indication of the direction the session will take.
Yeah, if Quinton manages to settle himself and play like the shots I was seeing him play on this table during his warm-up session, this will be a very close contest.
Yeah, unlucky as well, Mishi, going down in the finals of the ladies tournament over the weekend. Guys, it wasn't a good weekend for us, but we're back here trying to give you the best in terms of commentary, guys. We all learn by mistakes.
No, absolutely. tonight is not about us, it's about these awesome players in front of us. And as I was saying, if Quinton manages to get out of his own head a little bit, I reckon he's going to really give Ketten a bit of a run for his money.
Yes, it's not too many players get into this platform and give a fearless type of performance like Nico Erasmus does, you know.
Yeah, or like a Llewellyn, for example.
Yes, and the national coach is right here, guys. Rafik Limbada, yeah. So yeah, guys, if you do need some coaching, you know, to elevate your game to the next level, Rafik Limbada is the man to go to. There we're seeing Ketten doing the approach. Thank you, coach.
Yeah, no problems here. He should pick off the yellows with some degree of ease. But it's interesting, I was talking to Quinton and Nicky, Nico, who arrived early as well. And they were both saying that sometimes when the finish looks easy is when you mess it up. Almost like you're taking the shots for granted. And when you've got one or two balls tied up that you have to loosen, and it forces you to really focus and take a few extra seconds to get the shots perfect, is when you make, or more often, make those break-in finishes. I have to say I agree with that. You can't take any shot for granted.
Yes. What sometimes happens is pressure sometimes gets a few people to perform, others to, you know, bow down, you know, when there's pressure. So it all depends on what pressure does to you, you know. That's why we've got, you know, the likes of Alcaraz and Sina on top of their game in tennis at the moment, because
he's going for red, sorry.
Holding on to that pressure moment, yeah.
I think we got a little bit distracted earlier on. He's indeed going for reds, not the easiest one to pick off. If he misses, those yellows are ripe for the taking.
I wonder what Ketten is going to manufacture in terms of getting onto the red, you know, just past the black there. He's attacking that very black there now, that red ball.
Yeah, I reckon he's going to go down the rail to this bottom right hand side. The thing is, like that problem red, he might go for the skill shot.
And a possible double drop.
Yeah. Yeah, he's positioned it fairly well to do that.
We've seen Justin in the house, guys, you know, one of the killers here at Baylet Cafe. Good evening, Justin, and I hope you enjoy tonight's proceedings. Is he gonna pull that magic shot now?
Pace of the table should take it in.
Wow.
A little bit unfortunate there.
Unlucky Ketten, unlucky Ketten.
Now, as I said, you have to make sure of those reds. And now, if Quinton manages to settle
Yes.
himself a little bit.
Look at that. For a second, it looked like it was gonna just nick on that corner there.
And then he would have had a fine cut on that red, but very doable.
This is more like a free run for Quinton.
Yeah.
Easy.
Something to boost his confidence. Yeah.
Quinton on a possible finish here.
He's just got to make sure that his last yellow, the white is positioned on that in such a way that he makes easy work for himself on the black. He doesn't want to make that black shot complicated.
Yes, he's going to use the side cushion to get much
He's a
better
little
position.
angle.
Yeah.
And he's done that really nicely. So he's got to cue nicely through this, a bit of drawback.
Yes. Now he needs the center white shot to be able to get decent position on the black.
Yeah,
now.
just a bit of bottom. He's done
That's
that
it.
nicely. It's not a problem that it's not exactly straight. Just got to cue through the ball.
There's Quinton.
And
What a
he cued through
response
that quite
by
nicely.
Nduna. You can see he's doing his best to elevate himself, you know, give himself the courage to say, I can do it, I know that I'm
absolutely.
Nduna, you know.
And his facial expression now is vastly different from after that first frame.
And He's one of the most followed guys on our streams, and don't know for some reason.
And he always has a good bunch of friends coming to watch him, family coming to watch him.
Yeah. All right, Tim, it is that time where you tell us what they're saying on YouTube about this opening match.
Well, we'd love to hear from you on YouTube. So if you are watching, what do you think of the match so far? Who do you think is going to come out tops?
Yes, the match is evenly packed now at 1-1. Are we likely to see 10 frames, 12 frames here?
I'd
What's
like
your
to
call?
see about 15 frames. You can get anywhere between 15 and 20 frames with ease if they're finishing well. But I think we'll probably get our next match there showing on the screen, Shane versus Llewellyn. That's going to be a humdinger of a match as well. But we should, if they carry on at the rate that they are now, they should be able to get a decent amount of frames in this match. Yeah, there was a bit of a misprint on the screen there. It's actually in Solville versus Llewellyn. They'll fix that now.
Yeah, we got Nzovo up against Llewellyn in the next match. It promises to be another stellar match. At the moment,
I think all our matches are going to be tough matches. And Ketan put way too much action on that red. Now he's got to reassess a little bit, reroute.
yes. And remember that Ketan has had the luxury of not featuring in opening matches. So
Yeah, I believe it's his first one.
yeah, so that's a big factor as well in terms of being out there. All eyes are on you when you're playing that opening match.
It's a bit of a double-edged sword. So yes, I hear you that first opener, that nerves, but also the nerves can still build when you're waiting your turn. A lot of players opt to just get on the table, get out there, and settle as fast as they can.
Yes. So the Supa Pro League is your number one league, for pool in the country as well as in Africa, and we're looking at growing it and expanding it, to all clubs, all regions, all provinces. All you got to do is get in touch with the supaproleague.com organizers.
Yeah, and if you want to be involved in the actual playing and the action on the table, all you've got to do is play through the qualifying trials of the various divisions and work your way up to the Premier Division, and then you could find yourself on a stream similar to this.
Yeah. What do you think of the quality of the pool? If you think you can beat our Premier Division players, once you join the SPL, you can enter our knockout series and find out.
So Quinton made a bit of a costly error, and Ketan's got a really good opportunity here to take the lead. You'll miss the action, maybe you're working late one evening, maybe you've got a family dinner and you want to see what happened, the lowdown of who beat who, who's on top of the log. There is a blog that you can follow, and that's available at supaproleague.com, and you can always go and revisit the Facebook page and you can see the feed from there. While you're at it, please subscribe and share with all your family and friends and fellow pool enthusiasts.
Who is your favorite for tonight? Who is going to get the most points? Comment here. And most importantly, please do tell us where you're watching from, because we had viewers from down under in New Zealand last week. We had guys from Tanzania, Kenya, Rwanda,
If I recall correctly, there was even someone in Spain.
Yes.
We've had viewership from the USA.
Yeah.
So So it's definitely reaching the far corners of our planet.
Yes, and Ndumiso saying, good evening, fellas. It's that night again. So Ndumiso is following on Facebook, and Mishi will give us a lowdown on what the people on YouTube are. They're very quiet, so they'll be joining up a little bit later on YouTube. Yeah.
That is a costly foul. I mean, we've seen 2 bad shots there. So Quinton played a very loose shot that caused him to miss the yellow, but it seems Ketan returned the favour. He was trying to go through pull the pot off the cushion, just missed that red.
Please do remember that Ketan and Quinton both campaigned in the first division.
Yes, they
before
did.
Make. So now this is a fixture where the players have kind of like come up against each other, and they know more or less what to expect from each other.
I remember during those playoffs, I was playing in one of the divisions, and Quinton and I were chatting on that day, and he said that Ketan actually beat him like 10 frames to 1, and he made like 3 golden breaks. So it just skyrocketed.
And what a lovely positional play there by Quinton to get himself there in the triangle again.
Yeah, on this table you don't want to leave yourself at too much angle, and you've got to play with a nice cue speed, medium pace. Very easy to overrun on your shots if you're not careful.
Yeah. Let's get to see what Nduna is planning to come up with in
I reckon
terms
he's
of
going to run
annexing
through
this frame here.
Yeah, he's going to run through that. He's going to go past the red, if I were him, and then have a little angle. He's gone the other way around.
Yeah, very good positional play.
Yeah,
there.
still fine. He just had to leave himself with some sort of angle to bring it off probably 2 cushions, yeah?
How's that for good positional play there?
He overran it a little bit. I reckon he could have done a better job of it had he run through past the red and then used the left-hand cushion as a bit of drawback, stun even, to bring it to more or less the same position. But no matter.
What a finish by Quinton there to
Little
take
wink to his,
the slender
fans.
2-1 lead.
Good evening, Sydney. Thanks so much for joining us. Yeah, we're also hoping that Quinton has a good match and a good few frames to put on the board.
And we've got Chantal backing Kitten here. Say, come on, Kitten, tonight.
Good.
I wonder where Chantal is at home or with Shania. Oh, she just walked in here, guys, and yeah.
Always
Laura
present.
Lee Govender is following the stream as well tonight. Llewellyn is up in the next match, so some great interest, you know.
Yeah, she will be following that match very keenly.
Quinton to break in frame number 4.
And yet another dry break. Little unfortunate there.
Yeah.
I felt like he got fairly good contact.
Dry break there.
But still.
The last thing you want, especially after taking a lead.
Also on the YouTube stream, I want to say hi to Shaheen. Very glad to see you are up and out of hospital.
Wow.
He was very ill about a week or 2 ago, and of course one of our billiards family here, so we always support each other through any sort of sickness and crisis and even success, so good to see you up and kicking. And
this is November, and one of the Movember men just entered the auditorium in the form of Shane Pillay, you know.
I think he's always got Movember style in play.
Yeah. They say he is the Father Christmas of pool, eh?
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Or as sometimes I've heard like his kids and his wife say Papa Smurf.
Yeah. Potential finish loading, yeah, a C+ by...
It really should be, yes. He's just got to not overrun that. Perfect. Great. Nice center pot, and then he's got the 3 near the top of the table. Easy to dispatch. And then that black's going to go in the left-hand center.
And we've seen Nico Erasmus, one of the earliest to arrive in the venue week in and week out. And I wonder what's the anxiety level being like, you know, to arrive early and only to play 3-4 hours later?
I think he likes to get some table time, likes to settle himself into the atmosphere. But once he's on the table, I don't believe Nico will show any nerves once he's there.
Yeah.
I think
It's
he's only
good to
nervous
actually
when he's on the commentary.
Yes, it's very good to actually notice the excitement and the enthusiasm around
No, of
pool
course.
in GP, especially this time of the year where
All the
we're
trials
year
going
end,
on, yeah. Various tournaments, big money tournaments.
Yeah. One in Tanzania loading.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Great movement with the ladies tournaments. We expect to see quite a number of them. We will be having the
Absolutely.
She Believes next year, hoping to be bigger and better. It's good that the ladies are setting up a platform, you know, to be ready for what's to come.
No, absolutely. And all it takes is a little bit of proactivity and a bit of forethought and a little bit of admin, and you can elicit a lot of excitement from the lady pool enthusiasts in Gauteng. It's so good for us to build community. It's so good for us to have a lot of table time against the best, actually some of the best in the country. If I think about the tournament we had on the weekend, I counted there were at least 7 of the 32 ladies that have all at some point received their international colours or pro tier colours. So there was a good pool of talent, and that can only make us stronger and make us really more competitive, not just at nationals but even overseas.
Yeah, there's also awesome to look at the likes of Sean Green coming back into the game
actually
after a 16-year hiatus.
I wanted
you know?
to make a special mention of her. I mean, she's her Q action, her presence around the table. You can see the quality of player that she is. It's still coming through from that previous Worlds experience, and she did perform very well.
Velma
well
Mathieu.
done to the Hammer.
Velma Mathieu, you know, one to mention,
Yes.
you know, one of the ladies to really start with the Proteas from back in the years.
Back in the years, yes, and still an avid player herself.
Yeah. Right, if you're a venue owner or if you play at a great club and you want to bring the SPL to your area, get in touch. You can email us at info@superproleague.com. I'll repeat that again, info@superproleague.com, or visit our website www.superproleague.com.
And if you're also a player, once you're in the SBL, you're also eligible to play in the parallel 10K knockout series. So there's nice prize money in it for you as well.
Yeah, it's that time where we make mention now about the sponsors. We want to thank our main sponsor, that is Sombani Group of Companies. Also thanks to Nooks Creative for the branding. He's on the black now. Just gonna hold it up. He's on the black. That is
As long as he
Captain.
cues through the ball nicely, shouldn't have a problem dispatching
we
that.
see.
Really good solid pot.
2-all, and Michi, from what you've seen, are we likely to see at least 5 more frames in the time? Because
I'd
this
like to see
previous
more.
frame was the longest frame.
Yeah, in this sort of format, you can't be spending 5-6 minutes on a frame. You need to actually probably narrow it down to about 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah.
If you look at overseas, they're making finishes in 2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
So I think once the players are settled in this sort of format, and obviously as they play each other, their standard will improve as well. You'll see the frame time come down, and in conjunction with that, you'll see more finishes happening.
All right. We also want to take this moment to thank Nooks Creative for the branding, Q Sport Africa Media and the production team, as well as Billiard Cafe.
Right. Let's see if we're going to get a golden break. He's going for it. Didn't get the ricochet that he was looking for, but does have a nice open spread. And from first glance, it looks like the reds are probably the best option.
Yes. Let's touch and go with the breaks here now. Please support our TikTok channel. We are showing some fun clips, and of course the comment section is equally entertaining.
Yeah, please keep those comments coming.
Oh,
He miscued that.
Yeah, miscued.
He knows it.
This could still set him up for a potential finish.
Yeah, he's got to be, once again, don't take any shot for granted. Now he's got a bit of an angle to work with, so that white's going to be traveling.
And looking at Ketten's stats, he started out with a draw and 2 wins in his last 3 weeks of the SPL. So,
And one of those wins was against Lucas.
Yes.
So that's a feather in his cap, I'm sure. Although
Yeah.
I'm sure that he would have liked that match to have a few more frames. Because once again, it's not about the
let's see
wins,
that.
it's about the frame count.
Yeah, that was a rather unexpected one.
And that shows you like a slight misjudgment or an error earlier on in the frame is costly later on.
Where
It
is
gets
the white there?
amplified.
Hope it doesn't give a... Oh, that wouldn't have been right, you know. To get a free shot, then you give it back just like that.
Yeah. Then he would really be kicking himself.
Great landing over there.
It's
So I
not
need to be
bad.
able to
He's
take
got a
the
little
ball
cluster
down.
of balls
Yeah.
there. I think one of them does go through. It does go through the reds into this bottom right-hand corner. So he's got to make sure he comes off the cushion, which he does so very nicely. Now he's going to just drop. He's got that other yellow just to slow down the white. So he's going to drop that yellow closest to the top of the table. Almost felt like he misjudged the potting angle there. I think he's also afraid that he's going to kill that yellow behind the red. So now he's got to just consider his options quite carefully here. Because he's still got that yellow near the bottom of the table, near the bulk line on the cushion.
Please remember that Ketten
Nicely
Naidu
done.
is a former All-Africa champion.
Yes, the team event champion back in 2019.
Yeah.
That was held in Marrakesh, Morocco. Incidentally, where the 8-ball team is going next year as well. And they
Yes,
will probably run the All Africa in conjunction with Worlds there.
Yes, you got the All Africa being played here for black ball. That's gonna be in KZN. The PSA, that is the Pool South Africa, will also be getting players to try and qualify for the World Champs, which I think that will be in Morocco, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So the qualifications for that happened this year.
yeah.
So the team's already in the planning stages of, visas and flights and all those things that need to happen. Right, he landed nicely on that troublesome cushion yellow. I
Can he?
think
Yes,
he's just
he can.
landed on it.
Just
Yeah, you can see
just
that.
enough. How's that nice aerial view? Brought to you by Q Sport Africa Media, your #1 broadcaster of fine pool week in and week out in Africa and beyond.
I must say the setup and the camera quality and the production crew are very, very professional. It's definitely elevated the status of streaming
Yes.
of pool in Africa.
Please do remember, guys, that we've got
Beautiful
an
positional
open
shot.
opportunity, for sponsorship. You can be able to sponsor the camera, sponsor part of the oncoming broadcast, the view, and make sure that we keep the sport alive.
Oh, absolutely. Quinton looking a good deal more settled there.
Yes.
You see when he doesn't apply so much pace to his shots and he just cues through the ball nicely.
He wouldn't have felt well if he snook at himself on the
Oh,
glass
no.
ball there.
Just playing that carefully
seems
considered
to be
flowing
in the right
pool.
mood tonight.
Yeah.
Yes, Quentin.
No, absolutely. He's just got to maintain that same standard for as long as he can in these matches. Got some other comments coming through here. Malcolm thinks that Nico will do really well tonight. I tend to agree with you.
Sasha Naidu say, I'm expecting another golden break from Captain Naidu. So that will be at a time when he breaks. For now, it was all about Nduna.
Yep, absolutely. And Nduna being in the lead, 3-2.
Let's have a look at his break there
Got some
again.
movement on the black there. It was travelling. But second prize is they're potting on the break. And that's the first port of call.
It was a
I
good
didn't-
shot. Unlucky
yeah,
not
he
to
didn't
get
develop that quite how he wanted
this one break
to.
out there.
You will have to use a bit of angle on that off the cushion, yes. But once again, has he just snookered himself? Maybe you can pot that red closest to him in the centre. No, he's going for that one near the bulk. Up, up, you could see the potting angle. Just. But missed the pot. Hasn't left Ketten on an easy finish. But a player of Ketten's calibre, don't write him off.
Yes, guys, I can tell you now that the action is reaching a boiling point now where we've just set under 20 minutes and there isn't a lot of time left, and
Yeah.
players need to try and go for that bonus point as well.
Yeah, they need to pick up the pace a little as well. They need that frame count. Both of them need that frame count. Ketten to get nearer the top of the log and Quinton to avoid relegation. Oh, he missed the pot.
Possible finish, yeah. There we see the next match at 2030 where Nsobo will be up against Llewellyn. That promises to be a match to behold as well.
Yeah, I mean, after Llewellyn had such a great start at the beginning of the season, he fell a bit by the wayside last week, in my opinion. But I am sure he's very keen to make good on that in this evening's match. He's got a tough opponent. He'll come prepared.
It will be the number 1 against the number 3 in the leaderboard. Against the number 4, actually, yeah. 1 versus 4. There we see Nduna.
Yeah, I didn't
Where
quite have
is
a
the
great
black?
angle, so he's actually done a good job of working that red away from the black ball, but in the process, he's run out of position.
A worried looking Ketten. He's down. Time is not on his side.
No, it is not.
Yeah.
He hasn't quite developed that red either. So that will take the pressure off Ketten
Yes.
in terms of
There we see
Manufacturing.
Shane Pillay amongst the crowd there.
a goofy smile.
Yet a stellar run at the trials, coming out to number 1 in the Masters trials 2
Oh
years
yeah,
in
he
a
was
row
a
now.
machine
Yeah.
this past weekend. He's definitely on form.
Let's see, Ketten, what is he planning to bring onto the table now? He needs the frame and a break to be trying to
Go
stamp
for the
his
bonus
authority.
points,
Yeah.
It's now at the midpoint of the season that we start to see the positions take more shape, and I think it's quite a critical turning point. If you don't make sure of those bonus points, it's going to cost you, and that 1 point difference is literally what it comes down to in many situations.
And viewers, please do remember that the bottom 3 players at the end of the league gets relegated to the first division, and the top 3 from the first division will come up to join the Premier League. We will be having trials for the SPL in the new year. Please follow the website, guys, www.superproleague.com to see those dates.
Yeah, and loads of talent coming through in those divisions as well. It's not easy to make it into the Premier Division, let me tell you that.
Not easy. Quentin thinking to himself, I could have extended this league.
Should have, could have, would. Focus. Keep
Kopano, Mulebati wanting to know, did Shane play his match yet? No, Shane will be playing in the last match tonight against Lucas Fenta.
Yeah, arguably the headline for this evening's entertainment.
There we seeing Ketten in another triangle of balls here. All you got to do is get the right ball in, set up nicely for the black, and that will be
Yeah,
it.
that angle made that yellow, oh sorry, the white, run much further than you'd liked it to. In center, and he's got golf and bring his white closer to the black. And again, you've got to be careful of overrunning that. So
We call that the super glue shot, when you get the white to stop right there. Yeah.
all right, so now the score's back to being even. We'll be aiming for that golden break. Second prize, pots or something break.
What a nice finish there, Mishi, by Ketten, making sure that, he keeps it close and, yeah.
We'd expect from him. Be nice to see some break and finishes, so I'm sure that is what they are aiming for as well.
We got Leslie Snyder following on the stream here, the king of size to size. Yeah, Bradley Engelbrecht says, I'm looking forward to the Panther and the Collectors game later tonight.
Of course.
Yeah.
I love the nicknames that come through. And that's a dry break. Not what the doctor ordered.
One of the exciting fixtures tonight, it's going to be between two youngsters in the form of Nico Erasmus up against Aaron,
I'm presuming this, and I'm really hoping this at the same time, but I think we're going to see a high frank coming from their side. Both of them absolutely fearless in the way they consult going about a finish. Also in their own right.
Yes, and we've got Nerik following all the way from KZN with love. Nerik
SPL streaming wouldn't be the same if Nerik didn't join us on the stream. Greetings and salutations to you, Nerik, and your whole forehead, as he likes to joke about at Billiard Cafe.
Yes, and Nsobo up against Llewellyn coming up next. Nsobo gave a prediction that tonight's going to be the night when he's firing on all cylinders. The jury's out, guys.
Yeah, I saw him a couple of times this week. Well, Monday and yesterday, if I recall correctly, putting in some time. So hopefully that is fruitful.
Yes, the Super Pro is calling on clubs and players across South Africa to participate in order to grow the concept, showcase local talent, and establish, the professional sector for pool in this country.
And absolutely. And we see here that Clinton has actually picked off this finish
Yes,
very nicely.
yes.
Obviously that black is a little bit on the cushion. So he's a little straight on this red. So he doesn't want the white to be traveling too far on that last
There's a
red.
little bit of sides there, as you can see.
Yeah. You can see how much side he put on that. Maybe
Has
forced
he
it a
got a
little.
shot on the red?
He has. Perhaps that yellow can stop the white a little bit, but I still feel that that white is going to run much further than he wants it to.
Yes.
And he's got that yellow that's nearish to the bulk line that might block his route.
Two
He's gonna have to
cushions,
use
then it should be
cushions.
perfect, yeah.
Yeah, he's done that nicely. He's got a bit of a cut.
Oh,
It's possible.
yeah.
He enjoys these shots actually.
Yeah, what a test for
Yeah.
Quentin here. What would you do if you were Quentin? Viewers, where would you try and pot this black?
And that's as a result of 2-3 shots back earlier, not getting the position perfect within those couple of centimeters playing area that you want. So small margins, but people wanting to become better players, you have to work on those things. And you also have to adapt to the table conditions very quickly in order to do that as well.
Yeah, let's get to see what's on Quentin's mind. And Ketin's got a whole lot of work to do. Yeah, I mean, looking at the
Yeah.
2 balls here, even
Two little groupings there, which
Yeah.
won't make him too happy. And a time foul, I believe, called. Very interesting development. Duna taking too long to ponder that cut.
So there was a time foul there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. That's a good
Not
tester,
something
no?
that you see happening very often.
There's a lot of work for Ketin,
Yeah,
yeah?
he's trying to kill the black a little bit against the cushion.
That is more like the first time foul recorded in
I
the
think
weeks
there
of
was
that.
an earlier
There was
time
an earlier
foul,
one, yeah.
a time foul that wasn't called
Yeah.
in one of the previous matches.
It was a tight one and it featured Ketin.
I think so.
Yes. Yeah.
So Ketin just wanting to make sure that he secures the point. So he's going for the snooker. And don't know if he secured the snooker.
I think he's giving him something on that
I
black.
think so.
Yeah.
He needed that white to lie quite tight against the yellow.
It's more like a give and take moment because whoever manages to
He's gonna
snip
go for
the
that.
frame. Whoa, and he's just opened up the 2 balls that were in limbo.
I wonder if he wouldn't have been better served to go for the cut.
Yeah. Yeah, that
You
could have
could've-
left him with some safety as well.
Yeah. And it was possible.
And knowing Ketin, he's gonna go for this one, yeah. He's not a player that holds back.
No,
when the
and he
finish is
shouldn't.
begging, yeah. He didn't land well there.
Yeah, he doesn't want
Didn't
to
land well.
hamper his cueing too much. So he won't, I don't think he'll be going for that yellow closest to the black just yet. He's going to sort out these bottom 3 on the left hand side.
This is a nettle frame. Good landing there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little angle, a little bit of sides on that.
Yeah.
And you can come off the cushion nicely, just like you did there.
Perfect
Another
landing.
little angle, stun it, or work it off the cushion. Either way.
Yeah. He's on to his second last ball. He needs to work out his
It's
angle
just
well.
sizing it
Yeah.
up.
Could this be the turning point of this encounter?
Yeah, it could be. I mean, the frame count's not as high as it should be, but they've got 5.5 or 5 minutes, 45 seconds odd. So, plenty of time to make 2 finishes, perhaps even a golden break. That'll take the pressure off.
The Panther has just strolled into the arena. The number 1 ranked player on the leaderboard. A lot is expected from him tonight.
I quite think that he'll enjoy that expectation and enjoy that pressure.
The personalities, it brought onto the table can make up for great encounters sometime.
Oh, absolutely. He's an entertainer, but a very humble one, in my opinion, at the same time. A lot of people can learn from how he approaches the game. Last week he was quite erratic, don't get me wrong. But his normal approach
No
is...
ball down.
Yeah, dry break.
Wow, wow, wow.
I was going to say the Panthers' normal approach is
Let's
very
look
clinical.
at how he went on that break there, Michi. He did not get a great pull on that shot there.
No.
Only
And
one thing in Duna's mind now, finish.
finish, get points. And he's landed okay. I think he ideally wanted that red to the right of the black.
Can he see the red to the center? Because that
Well, the one on the
is...
left-hand side, I don't believe so, no. And
Where is that
very
black going to?
creative shots coming through now.
See,
going
now
for broke.
he's not looking at the one to the bottom.
Yeah,
because
I think he
that
wants
is
to leave that to last, actually. If he
Where
does
is
an
the
in or
white?
first,
Where is the white?
so that he can land a little bit more securely on the black, because I think that black will go center if you pot it with finesse.
Like I earlier alluded to you, Michi, at the start of this match, was that Quinton has a tendency of losing it, you know, right at that crucial point, you know, where matches are decided.
Yeah, I just think
And
that's
no exception
experience.
here.
I just think that's experience, and the only way you grow in that
Yes.
finishing ability when it counts is to put yourself in a situation like this more often.
And now, knowing Captain, he's got options to say, can I go for it now or can I wait?
I don't think he's going to want to wait for it, to be honest. Oh, he's going to be forced to wait for it now if he misses those pots.
Is he gonna pull the double drop?
The skill shot, yes.
Yeah?
But he's going to make sure he lands very nicely for this black.
Well, and that went well. Can the black go? It
Yes,
looks like.
it can.
And it's a very good nudge on it.
Yeah, soft little nudge on that.
Yeah.
Oh,
And he missed.
Unlucky.
There's 2.5 minutes. The big question is Captain gonna attack or wait?
I reckon he's going to attack. Full on attack.
The black is in the center pocket, never an easy place to hide.
No, there's not many places to hide.
Is he gonna be the fearless man, or
Yep.
is he gonna use
Oh, he's going to
potential
go for it.
finish? Exist here?
A nice landing there.
Let's
I
see
think he's
now.
going to pot the yellow that he's closest to, and then work his white off the cushion with that yellow on the left-hand side near the bulk line. He's opted
That
for.
happens to be a good shot.
Yeah. He's got to make sure that wherever he lands, he can pot this yellow in the center on the right-hand side.
It's one of two. He gets a great landing to finish a frame,
Yeah.
or he lets Quentin in,
He's
then
going
we've
for
got a
it
draw.
now. I don't know if it's the best option to go for it now. Yeah, he's trying to land.
Can
Trying to do
he
too many
cut
things at
this
once
ball
there.
in?
Yes, absolutely.
Hmm.
I think he will.
Testing shot.
No, he just has to make contact with it.
Whoa.
Keyword, make contact with it.
Did he touch the black? No.
He didn't.
So
He got
Captain only needs
overexcited then.
to develop the yellow.
You're
by
going to
the
have to
bottom.
develop that yellow.
Yeah.
It's almost like Keaton moves as he plays that shot.
Yes.
And just queuing through the ball will be your best bet.
He's edging closer to that yellow there now, trying to pot it. There is just under 30 seconds left.
Yeah, he's going to make
Easy
sure
gonna
of this
pull the
train.
pot here.
Double potted it,
Wow.
no problem whatsoever.
This is the first I've actually seen Kitten play. Yeah? This is
Probably yes.
Huh? The new king of speed pool in the form of Kitten, huh?
Getting his cardio in for the night.
Yeah, that has just given Captain the match. There isn't time left, 2 seconds in. With that, we call it an end of the proceedings.
And with that Prince is going to catch up with our two players and hear their thoughts on the match. We'll hear from Nduna first.
Tight encounter was just concluded here. That was the opening match of week 4, and that featured Nduna up against Ketten, the unlucky loser. Nduna, we're going to get to hear his afterthoughts, about this match here. Nduna?
Yes.
Yeah, the afterthoughts of the match. I mean, you started out well, like a house on fire. What actually happened in the middle of the match?
I let the game get to me, and I started. I guess the time got a better of me, and I'll just bring my game next time.
What could be the improvement areas going into week 5?
I really don't know because I'm playing super fast, and I don't know how every single player that comes up against me we just can't get frames. I don't know what's happening, and I'm not snookering at all, and I'm playing properly.
Thank you so much, Nduna. Hope that you got an improved one next week. That was Quentin Nduna, and we're now edging now to the winner of the encounter. That was Ketten Naidu. Let's get to hear from Ketten the afterthoughts of the match. Ketten, another tough encounter. The fastest I've seen you play in years in the last couple of frames. Tell me what got you to notch this game.
Well, first of all, Prince, I'm happy with the win, but I'm not happy with the frame counts. Sometimes the balls are, difficult to finish. I also hit a miscue, which put, and I went in off after that shot. That's supposed to be an apple. That's supposed to take me to 4-2. So I would have gained some good momentum. So I think that's very important that we get the momentum from the start. But all in all, I'm happy with the win, and put some 5 frames on my points, on my leaderboard side. Yes.
Your message to fans?
Oh, thank you so much always for supporting me. I know I got my friends and family at home supporting me. I got my friends here. Shout out to Dash, Braga here, Shane. So every week I'm getting some support coming in here, and it's really helping me, improve my game.
All the best, and looking forward to see you in week 5.
Thank you so much, Prince.
That was Ketten Naidu, and guys, we are now edging closer to the start of the second match that's going to feature Nzovo up against Llewellyn, and we'll be joined up by Mishi speaking to the players prior to the beginning of that match. Thank you so much.
By one of our most popular competitors, Supa. Good evening. How do you feel about being just in the top half of the rankings?
I don't know why you asked the question, but you know how exactly I feel. But I think I actually deserve to be where I am right now because of the performance, obviously, that I've put up so far. But I'm looking to actually do better tonight. Put on the time during the past week, and looking forward to a good match today.
Ever the perfectionist is what I see in your game. You mentioned you were here this week. Anything particular you're working on?
Honestly, the first thing that I always need to work on is my break, because that's very important, especially on this table here. You break open, it's not necessarily easy to finish, but it actually gives you an advantage, if you can drop a ball. So I worked on that, and then another big change is I changed my tip, and this one actually feels good. Hopefully it brings better performance. Yeah.
I hope so too. Last question, asking everyone this. Is there anyone you want to give a shout out to who is supporting you?
You should have asked me. I could have prepared a big list, There's a lot, man. But honestly, I would love to give a shout out to my partner who's always supporting me, soon to be wife, and hopefully, yes. And my family, they're always there, my colleagues, they're always watching and supporting, and a lot of pool players, man, and people that are just pool enthusiasts, and I appreciate that support, and please keep on going, guys. Let's support me, let's support the game, let's support everyone that plays this game. So yeah.
Well said. All the best for tonight.
All right, thank you, Mish.
Wise words indeed from Nsovo. We are going to be joined now by none other than the Panther. Good evening, Llewellyn. I see you getting some practice in on the table.
Yeah, I did request that just to get a feel of the table before we start. The tables we practice on is a lot different, so yeah, I'm hoping it's going to help.
I saw you practicing during the week on this table as well. Some people felt that you played a few erratic shots last week. Are you going to be changing anything about that approach this match?
Well, if things go my way, then I wouldn't need those erratic shots. It is a bit frustrating, finishes or open tables that you're used to finishing. It's not happening at times, so it does get frustrating.
And a quick shout out to anyone in particular before you play?
Yes, firstly my family who's always watching, and then Laura who's watching from home tonight, and then of course to my sponsor Printed Zere, who's made this all possible. So yeah, thank you.
All the best for tonight, Llewellyn.
Awesome, thank you, Michelle.
All right, you heard it from the players, so they are due to start now. Let's hope for many frames and many finishes and many golden breaks.
Yes, that's another exciting feature here. There's Nsovo against Llewellyn. You can see in season 1, Nsovo got ranked number 6 and Llewellyn was number 1. Yeah, in this ensuing season. So 28 frames, 29, 17 points, and 21. Fine margins between the two players, as we can see between Llewellyn, who's top of the leaderboard, and Nsovo. I think Nsovo is ranked number 4. Yeah, that will be sorted out.
Yeah, as you said, fine margins, and they both got a relatively high frame percentage win.
Yeah, if you look at the matches now leading up to week 4, Nsovo has had a draw, and a win, whereas Llewellyn had a win and 2 draws. It's just the opposite side.
Yeah, and both of them on a similar amount of frames. So although they were drawing, they were getting 6-7 frames, which helped their points on the leaderboard.
Yes. The start of this session will be the massive cardinal point, Mishi, judging at these two players. They're both in the top half of the leaderboard.
Oh, 100%. A wealth of experience and talent between them. Both very similarly minded in their perfectionist approach to the game.
Yes, most definitely, especially with regards to Llewellyn. He's the kind of player that thrives on playing the so-called top players, and this will be no exception tonight,
No exception.
Representing Cape Town with love, Western Province, or Western Cape, yeah.
Formerly Western Cape.
Yeah.
So it's great to have him in Gauteng. He's added an interesting dynamic, a great dynamic to our pool league and our provincial setup here. Long may he continue to prosper here.
And one of the very best moments I've actually watched Llewellyn play was when he went down, when he lost in the finals of the SA Nationals at Gold Reef City. He played absolute stunning pool, but unlucky because, there's always got to be a winner.
Always got to be a winner, always got to be a runner-up.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's up to the universe as to how the balls are going to roll. But once again, he absolutely thrives on those occasions. Getting good movement, so I reckon I'm going to throw this out to the universe. He's going to show us a few golden breaks this session.
Yeah, exciting times. You know, we got Nico against Aaron coming up a little bit later in the program. It's gonna be exciting times to
Yeah.
see how they're gonna
And
apply themselves.
both those
you know.
players fighting to not be relegated at the end of the season.
Yeah. Yeah, we're seeing a great opening here for the Yellow Balls. That is Llewellyn. He will be attacking like he normally does. He's not a player that holds back, you know.
Yeah, you mentioned that sometimes you have to try and create something out of nothing when the finishers just aren't coming away. So let's hope that when he does go for the finish, that he doesn't run out of position, forcing those erratic shots.
Yes. This is a very, very neat positional play that he got himself into here now. Sublime, you know. I wonder why he
That
went
was-
down, because it was perfect for the center to leave himself with a little bit of a cut.
Yes, I think he was worried about the centre pocket being a bit tricky because if you play it with force or with pace, it'll bounce right out. And he had to play it with a bit of pace to work that red out the way. I think that's why he went for that longer pot rather, but he misjudged it just a little bit. And he left Nsolvo open with a nice opportunity to work that red out.
Yeah, Nsobo, a lot is expected from him, you know, and when he's playing Soweto stops, you know, and watches this match here, so
Yeah, they do.
so much expectation from him. It's never easy.
Mentioning Soweto, they're having a mixed doubles competition soon, aren't they?
Yeah,
Always a stellar tournament. You have an experienced pool in South Africa until you go play one of those at Remote.
yes. And tonight happens to be the night where a bad result could actually get Llewellyn down the leaderboard.
Yeah, absolutely. Shane will be looking to pip him off his post, so to speak. And if Llewellyn doesn't manage to get a nice high score here, regardless of win or lose, that number one position is in jeopardy.
It's all to play for. You know, we've got that standout fixture between Shane and Lucas a little bit later in the program.
Now that's the match I think will be closely contested, the most closely contested tonight.
Very nice opening here by Nsobo.
Yeah,
He's going to take that one into the center to come out to the one at the top. Then it should be a fairly routine finish from there on.
yeah, he's left himself with a little angle just to work that right off the cushion to make that pot into the left-hand center a little bit easier. It's nice to hear Nsolvo talk about the fact that he's going to get married soon. We've
Yes.
got a wedding in the pool family. Awesome news.
Yes, most definitely. Let's get to see what Nsobo will come up with here in trying to deliver the goods.
Deft touch. He's going to play a little bit of drawback here to
he
land
needs a-
nicely on that red closest to the right-hand side. And here's this, this bottom pocket.
Yeah, he needs to be able to pull back nicely here to see the red that goes to the left-hand side. I think it's a perfect shot there.
Yeah, it'll be enough. That yellow that's on the cushion will be worked off that cushion and free the gap to the last.
He might just need to
red.
bounce off that one yellow.
Yeah, I think he's got to work his way off that yellow and get the yellow to bounce out.
Let's see that shot there.
Oh, and he hasn't done that enough.
It was always going to be a testing shot.
Yeah,
But
I
for
wonder
him-
if he underscrewed that
yeah,
shot.
yes.
He needed to land much straighter. On the comments here, Ahmed Suleiman saying, welcome to our Thursday evening drug. A drug of the good kind. Let's be very clear of that.
We got Ashraf Haribai watching from Cape Town. With love, following Llewellyn. Evangelius Abrams is also watching, and Sandy says good evening to Mishi and
Hi,
friends.
Sandy. Sandy, also one of the SBL players playing in Division 3.
Ashraf say, come on Panther, fish. That's what he said.
For those of you who don't know pool terminology, colloquial pool terminology,
It's not
to be
said
called
in
a fish,
It's not in bad light.
it can be derogatory, but most often it's meant as a term of endearment.
Yeah.
Again, Llewellyn trying to create a shot out of nothing there.
Yes.
Getting
The
the frame
pressure.
over with his goal so he can get on to the next one.
The pressure of the opening frame, Michelle, hangs so heavy on players' shoulders, especially at this
and
level.
it was a long frame as well. I mean, that frame took over 6 minutes.
Yeah.
So they
Not
will need
expected
to
from these guys?
and they will need to pick up the pace ever so slightly.
There we see the screwback shot by Nsobo, setting himself up on the last ball. And with that said, we would like to take this moment to thank our sponsors, our principal sponsor, that is Sombani Group of Companies. Also say thanks to Nooks Creative for the branding, Q Sport Africa Media and the production team, and Billiard Cafe, the cathedral of pool in GP.
Yeah, you'll be hard pressed to find a better venue amongst the many stellar venues that we already have.
If you're supporting a community project or a youth development initiative, would love to promote it. Contact the SBL team and tell us more. Email us at info@supaproleague.com. Super, S-U-P-A, proleague.com.
And please do follow our socials. We've got fun videos coming up on TikTok. Interact with us in the comments there. We've got feeds on both Facebook and then posts on Insta. And then obviously our YouTube channel. So please do follow, guys. Give us a like and a subscription.
There's a great opening here.
Yeah, the yellows are nice and
Llewellyn,
open.
Yeah. Is he gonna deliver or crack? That's the big question.
He's going to decide which side of that yellow closest to the black he wants to land. I think he's going to want to, he's going to pot that yellow in the center and then run through so that he can also take out this yellow close to the black. Yeah.
How is he coming on to, or is he gonna set himself to take the one next to the red here to the top corner?
Two shots back. The angle that he had, if he had a better angle, he could have got position on that yellow closest to the black first. So he's made it a bit of work for himself, but I don't think he's going to struggle too much. He's putting a little bit of sides on that by what I can see, but now he's nudged that black out the way and made, the black now only goes really into
There's
the
always a
bottom
great
left
test
or the
for
centers.
Llewellyn there.
Yeah, I don't know if his shot selection was optimal a couple of shots ago. You won't be happy with
Ashraf,
that.
what have you got to say about Llewellyn's reaction to that miss? This I would love to hear from Ashraf. And Ashraf saying, Prince, can you please have the makeup artist apply some more makeup on Lou's head? That layer is blinding.
we were having a discussion of production costs and budgeting the other day, and I said, I know the guys won't like it that much, but we do need to maybe put a bit of makeup on them.
That's an interesting one. Yeah. Makeup artist. That could be some form of a sponsorship onto what we're doing here, you know? A great
Absolutely.
makeup artist joining the production
And under
team.
those bright lights,
Yeah.
you'd be surprised the difference it makes.
What a shot. What a
Yeah,
shot there.
lovely, lovely shot there. Nice, delicate shot.
Yes, good evening, Ashi.
Derek's quiet in the comments
Ashi
tonight.
says the moment was too big for Lou when he had the 2 balls left there.
Yeah, I just think he ran out of position and he just made the task just a little bit more difficult.
Yeah. We got a Martian in the area as well, guys. What a great evening of pool. They got the trials for the socials coming up this weekend.
This weekend, yes. Quite an exciting category in its own right. And that's going to be a costly mistake.
A reprieve for Llewellyn.
He let off the hook there.
Is he going to come up with the goods here?
I believe so. He's not on the right side of that yellow that he wants to pot into the center. So he might have to work his way around it.
For once, Nsobo had his eyes off
that's
the pocket.
good. Yeah. That's good. That's a really, really
great
nice
recovery
positional
shot.
play. Yeah, I was going to say the other option was to cut that into the center or the bottom right-hand pocket here, just to make his work a little easier. So good recovery. He'll be relieved, I think is the word.
The Panther back on his prowl.
I definitely hope so. If you look at the match clock, that was slightly quicker, but again, still 5 minutes on this frame. A little bit too slow still.
Yes.
Folks on the screen.
Is the SPL rules, quick guide, guys. Black ball rules, winner breaks, a race to 9 frames. We've got a golden break and a golden duck that applies 50 minutes per match. Leg to break, 45 seconds per shot. And if you want to follow us on our socials, please like, follow, share, and subscribe. www.supaproleague.com. We're on YouTube, Facebook, as well as on Instagram, Supa Pro League. What a break there by Lou. Anything down?
Oh.
Wow. Yes, that
And
looks
he's allowing
exciting.
Silver a good chance at this table.
Let's see if Ntobo will be able to take the opportunity and make good use of it.
Yeah, let's see if we can dispatch this frame.
Big frame for Ntobo.
Yeah.
He can't afford to be on the back foot against an attacker like Llewellyn.
I mean, the balls are fairly open. It's just that troublesome yellow on the left-hand side. And the yellow in this bottom left-hand pocket, or this pocket closest to us, that's not allowing the combination. So...
Yes. And Llewellyn is sponsored by Print It.
Yes, he made sure to
ZA,
mention that in his pre-match interview. So he's got to make sure that when he pots this yellow in the pockets, that he leaves the remaining yellow nicely to allow for another train shot, which he's actually done really well. That's exactly what he wanted.
Yeah, all that he needed was just to keep that one pocket ball by the pocket, because then he's got the ball to ball following up that can get him to make.
And then he's got a center black pot as well. He's got to work out these two sitting in the middle of the table. I think you can see the one to the top right hand side.
Thank you so much for following and giving the comments, guys. Keep rolling them in. We're going to check just now on YouTube, and you let us know what's happening on the side of YouTube, comments-wise.
He's landed quite straight on that, so he's going to run through and make sure that he lands on that yellow on the side cushion.
Is his angle as perfect as it's supposed to be, Nishi? It looks like a slipped him off a bit.
Maybe, yeah. The overhead view would be able to show us that. Thank you very much. Yeah,
there's a beautiful overhead view.
A little bit of an angle there. So
what a shot by
there's a
over there.
beautiful positional shot.
Thank you so much to the cam team for giving us that headline view, from the top, a different angle to how you see it from the bottom of the table.
Now he's just worrying about when he pots the yellow, the one on the rail is going to land awkward and bounce out of the pocket or out off the rail, making it difficult for him to do the next pot exactly like that.
The pot you can get, but
He was
keeping
worried
it there.
about that, keeping
Yeah.
it there. I'm not convinced he can cut that in. No. That's going to be troublesome. There's no real clear
Tight situation in
pathway,
this
so he's probably going to
frame
offer a
number
safety.
3 here.
Yeah, safety might be his best option. Yeah, that was very, very fine. He knew that if he didn't pot that everything else is just open, and he didn't have a clear pathway for any double through to the pot. Well, he did probably on the top right, but I think it was very difficult to play perfectly.
An opportunity for Llewellyn
Yeah,
to be able to take this frame and try and edge out a lead.
yeah. He's got one key ball that he has to work out. Everything else is nicely out in the open.
He left himself in a bit of a dicey situation, considering that he did not create an opening for this red here
Yes.
to the bottom.
Exactly, yeah, it's exactly what I said. He's got that one to work out still. So he's trying to create a little bit of an angle so he can knock it out now. Because he's got a banker. Ah, there we go. He
Fantastic
did
shot
that
there
really
by Llewellyn
nicely.
now.
He was worried about snookering himself behind the yellow. But now you can just drop that one.
Yeah, might have to play
It's
cushion
sitting in the
first there,
pocket.
yeah.
Wise choice to go
Fantastic
cushion
landing
first.
there.
Nice and straight on this red that he's going for now.
Yeah,
So he
onto
can
the
drop the
open ball.
remaining to. Now he's got a guide ball.
A stun.
And nice and straight, almost straight on the black, which will give him the lead.
On the black. Oh,
I
whatever,
am
did he
not-
take his eyes off the pocket?
Yeah, I'm not
A
impressed with
common
that shot.
mistake players do.
Yeah, almost like you're trying to force the pot in. I mean, we're all guilty of it. Let's make no assumption that we would do better. But yeah, just took his eyes off the pot there.
Did we say too early? Maybe commentators curse. Not once, but twice.
Just a lapse in concentration. Yeah. I don't want to say commentators curse and
Yes.
like solidify that.
Yes.
Much
We
better.
call that in South African lingo the babalas frame, you know,
The
when you've
babalas
got a
frame.
hangover, you know, riding on that frame. It's that kind of a frame. 2-1, the score is Llewellyn in the lead. Frame number 4 coming up.
Yeah, and still averaging 5-6 minutes. Our next match, starting at 9:30, will be Nico and Aaron, sitting at position 6 and 7 on the leaderboard. So both of them anxious, I'm sure, to score as many frames as they can to improve their standings.
2 youngsters, it promises to be an all-attacking affair.
Oh, absolutely.
We've just seen Aaron coming into the venue, arriving here in high spirits. We do hope that he's going to put in a stellar performance tonight.
Enough on the break. Did pot a ball though.
And down goes the dreaded cue ball. Looking at the table now, it looks like it's a yellow party.
Yeah. No clear obstructions preventing a finish. You know, it would be interesting if the players had a camera attached to them so we could actually see their view of the table as they go about to finish. I saw one of the coaches from overseas do that with a frame. And it'd be
Abram
interesting.
Zakes says, good evening everyone. I'm watching from Kagiso in Krugersdorp near Johannesburg. And he's saying, come on Nsovo, our eyes are on you.
Yeah, many eyes indeed on Nsovo this evening.
Now, Llewellyn has taken a 2-1 lead. That frame had two halves, Lucy, the previous frame.
No, absolutely it did. A couple of careless mistakes from both players. So Nsovo is just weighing up his options here because that yellow closest to the black might present a few problems if he doesn't take it out early on. So he's just
This
removing
should
that
be
issue.
A straight finish here.
Yep. Absolutely the right shot to go for.
The big question here
Where is the black gonna go?
The black, yeah. That's all that he needs to factor out.
Yeah. Everything else is fairly straightforward.
All right. I'm sure he's made up his mind. You watching on the stream, where would you pot this black on this frame here?
Oh, so he's got to land.
Sean Matonsi says, come brother, we are watching.
He's got to land very nicely on this last yellow. So a good positional shot required here.
Whoa,
I think he's done that
what a
really
peller.
nicely.
What a pearl of a shot.
And he's made that bottom left-hand pocket open. He's got a little angle just to play at one cushion. And a very well worked out finish.
Yes. Now he only needs to play a
Perfect.
switch shot to get onto the black, roll it down, then frame.
Right. A little bit of a quicker frame. So
What a frame
let's
there
hope they pick
by
up the
Nsovo.
pace.
Yeah. Ashraf says it's the pink glove that's disturbing Llewellyn. You know, he's really having a drive.
Maybe.
I can't take an opponent serious with a pink glove.
Each to their own. Another well-known player from the Western Cape, Fabian Isaacs,
Yes.
teammate of mine back from 2018. Hello, sir. Good shot. Yeah, I agree. You worked that out very well to open up the black.
I got Alphonse Savillier from Western Cape with love saying, hi Prince, I like the camera setup, top class. We thank you once again.
Also, hello there. Shout out to Mbali from Uzekanye.
There's a ball down.
And Nsovo's supporters are in the house, making themselves quite vocal now.
Yes. The Reds are set up very, very nicely.
Yeah, not bad at all.
There is a bird's eye view of how everything is looking like. So it's all about that opening shot.
Yeah, and your positional play. All right, so yeah, it's still got work to do, eh? Because those yellows that are locked against the cushion, only the one on the cushion goes into that pocket. So he's going to have to figure out how to get onto that one.
Yes, guys, we are on YouTube. Thank you so much for your support, guys. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel to continue to support our growth.
No, not the greatest shot from Nsovo there. And now Llewellyn has an opportunity, especially with an angle on that yellow, to develop that problem yellow. And that's a really good shot.
Yes, and if Llewellyn decides to take the Cape Town approach here, you should be able to rack up this frame here.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if you think about the oh no, if you think
Did
about
you say
the
too soon?
yeah, what did you say about commentators' curse? Just mentioning Western Cape players. I mean, if you go there, there's just so much talent.
Yes.
I wonder, it must be so difficult to make the provincial team, let alone a national
Here
team
is
in
the
Western Cape.
Mescu. Look at how he went down the. That was one.
he
That was by
dug it,
miles.
yeah.
That was by miles.
Yeah. Just reading Fabian's comment there. Thank you, good sir. Always appreciate the encouragement.
Do you think that the players are a bit nervy at this point in time? Please
It would
drop your
appear-
comment and tell us.
It would appear that they are. They're making very unforced mistakes. You would never see them doing this in a league match. Oh, that was a sterling pot if ever there was one. 2 for 1.
Carlo Oliver says Nsobo jumped up on that shot. Oh, he's actually referring to Llewellyn.
Llewellyn,
He jumped
yeah.
on that shot.
Caused
But
him to
Nsobo is
dig
a
into the
strong,
cue ball too much.
consistent player.
No, hands down. One of the best players around. Especially in the national circuit. Oh, this is going to be a very thin cut.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to attempt the cut on this shot. Maybe the reverse double.
Yes, and he could have had a great setup because the black, there's an opening from next to the 2 yellows here.
Yeah. Oh, he's going to go for the fun cut. Got to play this well.
Yes, there's nothing to fear. Where is the white?
And he has not been rewarded.
Yes.
He didn't have enough angle in that second last red. He tried to force the position out of that. So again, there's fine
I
margins.
thought there was a slight miscue as well
Yeah,
from Nsobo.
maybe. He didn't play through that shot as well as he could have.
Frame number 5, 22 and a half minutes left on the clock. The big question is, who wants it the most? Is it Nsobo or is it Llewellyn?
I don't think there's a question of them both wanting it equally. I think they're even more so they're wanting their frame count.
The Professori, Alan Brody, has just joined us here. Good evening, Alan. And another exciting encounter here between Llewellyn and Nsobo Matonzi here. Who do you back to take this one home? OJ Cayelo is watching here as well. Here we see
And greetings
Llewellyn?
from Ko Snooking in the house. St. Mighty Molefe. So welcome to you, good sir. Fabian as well, interacting nicely on the comments. Memory lane, what's your favorite moment at the 2018 World Champs? Well, Fabian, I can tell you what my favorite moment wasn't. It was having to play that decider against France in the semi-final. Not a moment I'll soon forget.
I can tell you guys that Llewellyn might be having a few mistakes in as far as how he applies himself on the match, but if he's stroking the wide ball the way he does at this moment, that could send a little bit of a message to Nsobo's fans that the man is intent on giving some damage here tonight.
Yeah, I just think both players they've just got to improve and make less unforced errors and trust their natural game. I don't think we're seeing their full potential on the table tonight at all.
Yeah, 3-2 the score is. 20 minutes left on the clock. Who will edge a little bit more into the front between these two QS here, Llewellyn and Nsobo? Let's relook at that break there. What a follow through.
That was a nice break. No. Showing a little bit of frustration there.
I like it when he kind of like shouts on himself. That is Llewellyn, you know, when
Yeah, he's extremely, he's hard on himself, but
Yeah.
I think all of us are.
Yes.
It's a natural reaction. Just Fabian there as well, mentioning that snooker off the black. Still haven't forgotten about that one as well, have you?
Yes. Potential finish here in store for Ntobo. All he's got to do is keep his resolve. Make sure that he takes it one ball at a time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It sounds so simple, but sometimes feels so difficult to do, doesn't it?
You still need to make sure that you keep icy cold nerves to be able to go down and deliver. He's queuing well.
He is. I think out of the two players tonight, Msovo
Did I
is
say too early?
queuing.
Did I say too early?
Maybe. He is queuing nicely.
Till that moment.
So, but yeah, the rattles are costing both of them quite dearly.
And Sonia has just joined on the stream.
Greetings, Sonskane. All right,
Cool
can
and live, joining us,
Yeah.
you know, as we edge closer to our match number 3 coming up later.
Can Llewellyn recover in this frame?
This is a key shot.
I think
Where-
Llewellyn's struggling with the timing of his shot maybe as well.
Yes. He's thinking about the ball closest to the cushion there.
Yeah.
When and how he's going to land on it, because he needs to come a little bit more straight on it. There is the landing.
Now,
There
can he
is a
see
landing.
that last yellow into the center? I think he can. Oh, it's
These
tight
are not
squeeze.
easy shots.
It's a
on
tight
this table.
squeeze. Yeah, he wasn't convinced. Like, I'm not convinced that goes nicely into the center. So he was trying to
Yes.
get position to go to the far side of the table there, which is why maybe he should have left himself with a bit more of an angle on that pot. And now Nsovo might be let off the hook here.
Yes.
Nsovo missed a cut like this on the opposite side a while ago. That's a bit better. The landing is okay. He's going to take this red closest to the pocket. He's going to have to take it long.
Yes. So we're seeing Ntobo wanting to equalize here. Wow.
Again, forcing that position is costly.
The same kind of errors from both players in similar situations.
I feel like they're not becoming one with the table, and they're just not feeling the pace of the table, or they're not adapting as quickly as they would like to the cushions and the jaws. Now Llewellyn has a shot, yeah. Just has to be careful of his position.
What do you think of the quality of the pool? If you think you can beat our Premier Division players, once you join the SPL, you can enter our knockout series and find out.
And even so, it's a great weekend of pool. It's competitive, it's great table time, it's great practice, especially if you've got things like trials coming up. Lovely pot of
What
the
a
red
shot
there.
by the Panther.
So he redeems himself somewhat.
If you've missed any of the action, you can catch up with the week's action from our blog at superproleague.com, or you can watch the matches again by visiting our Super Pro League YouTube channel or Facebook channel. Then you can be able to rally back and see what happened.
While we're mentioning that, please guys, get that stream shared, liked, recommended to others. We want our platforms to reach far and wide. We want to grow these types of streaming events for all our players.
Yes, Abednego, Tabiso Mofokeng, ATM. We've taken note of you, brother. Good to have you following on the stream again.
Another
Says, come
Inul.
now,
No, not enough.
Lighty man. So yeah, 4-2.
My viewers blocked
Pressure,
there.
pressure on Zobo.
Yeah, 4-2 down with not much time on the board.
Playing against the number one in the league at this juncture in the form of Llewellyn.
Yeah. He's got a bit of a tester as an opening pot. If he manages that, should be plain sailing.
Look at where he left him.
Struggling with the conditions of the table quite evidently there, but if anyone can regroup, it's definitely Llewellyn.
Could it be a moment where Nsobo's, BTM is tested?
Yeah, with just over 13 minutes on the clock, he's got to try and get more than 2 points on the board.
Yeah.
So he's got to take his opportunities, however
Yeah.
half chance, like
The momentum.
quarter chance they may be, and he's got to create some momentum for himself. Yeah.
Momentum certainly with Llewellyn
Yeah.
at this point in time.
Even though Llewellyn
And he
is
knows,
struggling,
Yeah.
definitely has the momentum on his side.
He
Right.
needed to go a little bit hard on that, because he's got two backup balls,
Yeah.
in case,
And he's got some yellows covering that red now. So thanks for the overhead view, yeah.
Now the red is open. All he's got to do is just to come on the other side of the table to be able to take the one to the bottom there. That's
Yeah.
perfect landing there.
Just got to be careful because like those yellows can obstruct the path of his white. But
He might opt
Just
to
checking it
try and
now.
go there now, right now.
perhaps yes, it's his best option at the moment.
Because you just never know if you're going to get that opportunity again.
Yeah,
And-
especially with not being comfortable with the pace. But he's created enough issues there for Nsobo to be fairly certain he's securing the frame. And he's visibly still frustrated, but I'm sure he's using that frustration as motivation rather than just pure frustration.
Yeah, pure frustration it is.
And Nsobo hasn't got an easy route here. He's going to have to come around for the yellows close to the center first. And he's done that nicely. That will free up the pot on the yellows closer to the center line.
Precision pool,
Yep.
it's the toughest pool. to
Absolutely,
play.
and Nsobo just proven that he can do that on the previous frame. So he's got to use the same deft shots now. Yeah, he's overrun that yellow somewhat, so maybe he'll opt to go for the double to secure better position on those remaining two yellows.
You just can't let go of your 10, especially in tight
It will
situations like
cost
this.
you. Oh, you went for the cut. Oh, there was a better option to go for the double to guarantee yourself better position.
I think it's at this moment where Llewellyn can kind of get a feel like,
Yeah.
I've got a stranglehold on this match here now. It's just
There's less
getting
pressure
tough.
on him, yeah.
So what will he roll down with his white, Wow.
He's queuing
Looking
over
good.
the yellow. It's a bit awkward. He's got to control this white very well. And then he should be okay on the black.
Two key positional shots for Llewellyn that could set him up for the entire session here.
He overcut that. So the confidence not quite there at the moment.
Yes, because for me, you had to stand that ball there
Yeah.
as the leader. You know, you
And
don't want to let go of
you-
your lead.
You would have ended up quite nice and straight on the black as well. Silver opting for the safety.
He needed the safety.
Yeah.
We're seeing Aaron's supporters in the house, and yeah, big match loading up, where Aaron is coming up against
Nico, Phyllis, Erasmus.
two youngsters ready to go at each other.
Alright, so Silva is just going to use that red to get better position on the yellow.
This could be an integral part of this session here, with Nsobo being allowed back from the death.
No, absolutely. But I do think he's got to not focus so much on the win as just playing for as many frames as possible. The score now 4-3. So we've only had 7 frames in this match, averaging 6 minutes a frame.
Yeah, there's like 8.5 minutes left.
Left, yeah.
Could still be 3 frames up there, but you know,
Based
the
on
guys
the
have been
current
so
rate,
slow. Yeah.
not likely that we'll get 3. Maybe we'll get 2. Maybe.
Big frame for Nsobo. We
Yeah,
got the likes
and
of
it's
Sibali
another-
Pantu watching from Eastern Cape saying, I can take these guys on. Sibali, you're welcome to come and try it out at the SPL trials.
100%.
Yeah.
Another dry break.
And Sanye is saying Nebs got the better of the players. Yes, siyakuzwa Sibali uthi ungabathatha labantu laba iza Sibali uzodlala ama trials. Big frame loading.
Yeah, he's got to navigate his way against the traffic here. But once again, when that confidence return, you're going to see Llewellyn do some awesome things. But I don't think tonight is that night. I'd love to see him play the pool that he did in the first week. Now, and Silvo with a chance to capitalize on that mistake.
Do you think time is on Tobo's side?
Yeah,
Nishi?
I do. He's just got to make sure of these opportunities that he has.
Thank you so much for the fans coming to the arena to support the players. There is Aaron, you know, who will be
Smiling,
up next, you
'cause
know,
he's on
and good to
his
see his
camera.
family being there to give him the much needed support.
Oh, it's awesome. I mean, the sport takes up so much of our time, and I think our families sacrifice a lot of time in that endeavor.
Yeah. So this next shot that Llewellyn plays here will decide whether Nsobo stays in the match or not. This very next shot.
Yeah.
Hello to our viewers from Uganda, Zimbabwe, Botswana, Zambia, and the UK. Send us a comment if you're watching and tell us why you're watching the SPL.
No, please do. Please interact with us. And I did see earlier on one of the streams that we even have someone from New Zealand, so that's pretty awesome.
Big shot loading here, guys.
Gonna use that red very nicely. And he's just opening up the frame ever so slightly.
Yeah. He needed to have played the red completely into the cushion there. Then would have had
That would have been the best
Yeah.
outcome, yeah. He can still cut it, but then he's going to have a problem getting back with that yellow closest to it. No, he's played that very well.
yes.
Can he sneak it past the red?
That is a big question now. 5.5 minutes left on the clock. Oh, he might just need a double drop, yeah?
Yeah, I think he couldn't quite see it past that one red, so he's going to have to go for the skill shot.
Let's see now.
I think, no, will not be
4.5
happy with
minutes.
that. Had he pulled that shot off, it would have been a fabulous finish.
Yes, a frustrated looking Llewellyn. He knows that he might just have given this session away.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or we could be in for a draw.
Potential draw
Yeah,
match.
maybe. So I think whoever gets on the table after the break in the next frame will go for it, but then there might be a couple of mistakes because of the exuberance while they go for it.
If this match ends up in a draw, it won't be the best result for both players.
Yeah, they
because,
simply
you know,
haven't played enough frames.
Because we'll take you through the stats leading up to this match here. So Nzobo is on a draw, and a win, and Llewellyn is on a win and 2 consecutive draws.
Yes, just
Do we have enough time left
we do.
on the clock?
Silva will have to firstly make a good break, and then he will have to make good on the clearance.
He's shaking his head.
Yeah, he's
That
not.
could
He's
be-
not happy.
Yeah.
He's not happy with his overall performance tonight. You can see that.
Hopes Dwaba, he said he expected a lot from Nzobo this evening,
Yep.
but yeah, it just did not turn out to be that evening where Nzobo is out on a prowl.
Yeah, it's all about how the momentum of the match goes as well. I mean, you can be feeling great in the beginning, but like one thing going wrong might
There's a
set you
ball
off
down.
course.
There's a ball down.
Yeah, he's got yellows down, and he's got an opener, but he's checking for that problem yellow and how he's going to develop that.
Yeah, the very yellow here
By the
goes
reds.
into the opposite side.
Yeah,
here.
but getting
He needs
position
to-
on that.
Mm.
And then also the black has got to develop as well. So he's developed the black quite nicely. Yeah, that could work. I think that
Yeah.
yellow by the cluster of reds there also goes into the center. Might squeeze even to the left-hand side. Yeah, you can use the angle now to try and break open those that cluster there and try
Yeah.
and develop that problem yellow.
Here we see Nzobo going for it. He needs to come perfectly.
It's got traffic though, and I was worried about that. The snooker was quite possible there, but I think you can still
Is he
see,
on?
yes, that yellow in the center of the table.
Yes.
Problem is, how is he going to work his way around now to that yellow near the cluster?
Could have been a perfect landing if he just
A little
came,
more,
you know, yeah.
2 centimeters more, and then he would have perfect shot.
There's a key moment.
So
Oh, what a
now-
perfect landing there for Nzobo. Because now
Yeah,
he's
he
got
can
an opportunity
draw
to
that.
screw all the way back.
Yeah, he can. He might
He
have been
still has
going for
those
that
reds
problem
to
yellow
land on.
first with the way he played that off the cushion. Yeah, he's going for the center pot.
Easy going for a double.
I think
It looks like he can just nick it
he
into
can
the
just
center
see it
pocket
there.
there.
Yeah, he's
It
really
looked-
measuring it up. He's got the reds to kind of hold the white for him, and then the black into the center again.
Yeah. It was a daring shot.
Lovely, lovely pot.
Madiba said after climbing one hill, you realize there's many, many more mountains to climb. There's one.
Yeah, that's true. Very wise player once told me, like, training for pool or any sport is like piling rocks. Once you've done piling the rocks on one side of the road, you go and take them and pile them on the other side.
Let's hold our breath as he's going for that. This will
Yes,
be the
everybody
first
hold your
up.
breath.
Yes, and that is an
And he
apple
has
that secures the match.
managed to secure the match with a bonus point.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And that will be some consolation for him.
Right.
Prince is going to catch up with our players in their post-match interview. What an exciting conclusion to that match.
After another exciting round, that is now match 2 in season ensuing. We saw this matchup between the number 1 leader, that is Llewellyn Sedgwick, up against Ntobo, and Llewellyn just happened to lose it at the right end. Llewellyn has been on top of the leaderboard and he's just been shaken a bit. What's your thoughts?
Another frustrating night, Prince. Just not going my way. It's not going my way. I felt I played well enough. Just not getting the roles.
What could be the improvement areas, Llewellyn?
Well, just get back to the drawing board. Get some more practice time, especially on the stable, Prince. Yeah, we take it from there.
Thank you and looking forward to see you in season 5.
Awesome. Thank you.
That was Llewellyn, bitterly disappointed, losing this where it really mattered, you know, in the final frame of that particular match. So let's get to hear from the winner here tonight, that is Ntobo, Ntobo came here all guns blazing, but he just nicked it at the very end. Ntobo, your thoughts?
To be honest, I played not so well at the beginning, and only towards the end that's where I actually felt like the arm is stretching. I don't honestly even know why my body feels so tight and everything, you know. I think I don't know, maybe it's wanting to win so bad. I don't know.
The break seems to be eluding you time and time again. Is it something that you look to work on moving ahead?
Yes, you know, the funny thing is, I'm struggling with the break now, but I came here earlier on, I was practicing the break and I was actually dropping on the break. So I don't know, I'm sure you saw I actually changed my break so many times, just trying different things, but nothing has worked so far since the beginning of this season. And I think I dropped the ball on the single last frame on the break, and that's where I got a break and finish.
Message to fans?
You know what, let's not give up. We'll get there. Hopefully next week is a better performance. It's still about 3 more weeks, excluding the semi-finals. So there's still more pool to look forward to, and actually good pool. Thank you.
Thank you, Ntobo.
Sure, thank you.
That was Ntobo Matonzi saying he hopes that next week becomes a better week, guys, and we are now rolling over to our next matchup between Aaron Donahue up against Nico Erasmus. That promises to be an all-attacking affair.
My question for you is, You've said you've had no accolades in SAQ sport yet. How do you think this is going to help you achieve those accolades?
I think the pressure side of things, to calm myself under the pressure situations, especially with the shot clock, it's going to teach me some patience as well, to make sure of every single frame as much as possible. So I think it's going to improve my game in the long run immensely.
Oh, absolutely. I see you've brought some supporters tonight. Is there anyone in particular you want to send a shout out to?
Okay, I'll send a shout out to my brother's wife since it's her birthday, and to anybody who's watching at home. I'll be doing my best tonight, and I'm expecting a really good match here.
Absolutely. How much do you feel like the fear of relegation is weighing on you?
Not at all. I mean, this is only the halfway point match, so it's still early days. There's still lots of frames, lots of pool to play, and I think now's where everybody's going to start kicking on and showing their colours.
Awesome. Good luck for tonight.
Thank you very much.
You heard it from Aaron. I'm going to be joined by Nikki Fearless Erasmus. Good evening, good sir. Sitting near the bottom of the table, how are you going to go into tonight's match with that knowledge?
Gonna try to score a bit more points, say maybe 12 points, then I should be somewhere there on top.
Absolutely. Are you going to go for the quick finishes, or are you going to play a bit more of a steady waiting game?
I always go for finishes.
I think everyone expects that from you. Anyone you want to give a shout out to supporting you tonight?
My mom.
Mom is always here. You've seen her in the audience. So all that's left to say is we expect to see lots of awesome finishes from you tonight. Play well.
Thank you.
All right, we heard from Nico. Lots of people very excited for this match. We're getting straight into it.
Here we see Nico versus Aaron, and Nico came up here with 28 frames and 31 frames on the other side there for Aaron. 3 backhand finishes for Nico and 1 for Aaron. 13 points to Nico and 15 points to Aaron. Building up to this 1 year, this promises to be another exciting match.
And I'm sure all our viewers are hoping as well that with that last sensational finish by Nsovo, that these players will extend that their match in the same vein. What I can tell you all is that both of them are raring to go. They want to put on a show for you guys. Comment from the Super Pro League organisers here. And Nsovo potting a middle right black ball. Has he finally undone his curse for that middle pocket? I certainly hope so. We haven't seen too many rattles in that middle pocket tonight.
Yes, some really tough situations here in this particular encounter here, and I can tell you pressure is building, Bishi.
And I think it will continue to build as we near the closing stages of the league.
We got Smooth Gomezulu from Mpumalanga with love, as well as Trilone Shenmugen joining us here. And guys, good evening. Good to have you joining us for this encounter here. Who is your favorite to win this match here between two exciting youngsters whom I believe, Trilone, you played both of them, you know, over and over again. Yeah.
Somewhat of a landlord himself. I see him often playing at the four-play competitions. Right, so dry break to begin from Aaron. The reds look like the more advantageous color.
Yes, a dry break, and knowing Nico, he's someone who's not going to hold it back. He'll want to go for it with all guns blazing.
Yeah, you heard it from him in that pre-match interview. He's not going to hold back. He wants those points. He wants to recover from that first week match where he lost 11-1 to Llewellyn.
Yes. So it's that moment where I'm going to be leaving you guys with Michelle to be taking you through the highs and lows of the SPL thus far, you know, as we building up to our last match of the evening that will be coming at 10:30 between Shane Pillay and Lucas Fenter.
Yeah, this is not a bad match as a precursor to that either. Both very, very exciting players. I'm just going to take you through Nico's progress so far. I mentioned his loss to Llewellyn, but he did improve the next week. He beat Shane 9-6. I mean, he was the standout performer of the week 2, hands down. Last week, a little bit of a slower match against Nsoville, where he lost. And he's hoping to gain some consistency together with his flair to build upon his points. And he's off to a roaring start, I must say.
As expected.
As expected.
Nico going for it.
C+.
Yes. This is more like it, you know.
This is more like it, yes. I think they're building on the momentum that Nsoville initiated.
Yes. So
And he made short work of that. 2 minutes and 10 seconds, that's what we're talking about.
This is what the fans are expecting from
Right, you can see quickly there the rule guide, black ball rules. You can see we've been talking about it quite a lot with the bonus points, the golden break, as well as apples. 50 minutes per match, 45-second shot clock, a race to 9 frames.
Yes, please do not forget to like, follow, share and subscribe. We're on YouTube, Facebook and Instagram. Or you can visit our website on www.superproleague.com.
And also interact with us on TikTok. We've got lots of videos there. Unfortunately, anything on the break there. And lots
down
of
goes
the white.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had quite a lot of drawback on that break. A little unfortunate there. He made good contact. Aaron just working his way around a potential finish here. Week 1, he also didn't have the greatest start. He lost to Shane, 8-5. Much better in week 2, he won 7 frames, even though it was a draw with Nsoville. Last week again, he got off to a great start, lost a bit of momentum, losing 7-3 to Ketim. And he's definitely aiming to make more breaks and finishes. As you heard from him, this is fabulous for his development as a potential international player at some stage. And he's worked out these yellows quite nicely. Nice confident shots, not afraid to use the cushions. Yeah, you'll pick out these 2 yellows near our left hand side of the camera here, leaving that center to get position on the yellow further up the table. The only real testing shot he'll have is the black, but he's very, very confident looking. So I've got a feeling he's going to trust his potting prowess and take out the finish and give us another quick frame. I think both players will expect and hope that each one is bringing out their best finishing ability. It'll elevate their game, it'll elevate their concentration. Not making it too complicated, he's got a little angle, a little bit of a distance pot on the black. And a good solid confident shot here. Nice. So the 2 speedsters. 6 minutes almost gone and 2 frames in. It's definitely more the frame speed we are aiming for. Please carry on interacting with us on Facebook and YouTube. We love to hear from you guys. give us a shout out, sharing memories, talking about your fellow teammates you see playing here. Aaron to break. Made a lovely finish, C+ finish off the end off.
Yes, as we edge into the start of this, we're going to have just change in commentary where Nsobo is coming in to join me. Right, guys, with me it's none other but Nsobo Matonzi, who just snicked that apple, that decisive apple in the remaining minutes of that encounter against Llewellyn Sedgwick. Good evening, Nsobo. Hope you're well.
Good evening, Mr. Muraki. I am very well, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, Nsobo, the SPL, it's not proving easy. Week in and week out, you know, some tight results and near misses like you've just seen now with Aaron.
Yeah, no.
What can you tell the fans about, you know, this league, you know, and the challenges of this particular league?
So this is actually a very good stage, right, for us to display the game that we love and the game that we
Take us through a
know very
potential
well.
finish here, and so which balls would you go for if you're Nico at this point in time?
I would play the one yellow here just next to the other yellow. You just missed that pot, but there was a right shot. You play that shot and then you go for that cushion shot, and the game is almost done. I can't even say done, because if I was playing, I don't know what I was doing. But
Guys, I've got Nsobo here with me on commentary. Please roll in those questions to Nsobo. You know, it could be his victory earlier on tonight against Llewellyn, or his struggles or his successes in this league. Nsobo is right here, guys. Please send in those questions, you know, via Facebook as well as our YouTube page. Let's go now. Spali, Trilon, Mansa Delfina, what do you guys make of Nsobo's performance? We had Abednego Tabiso, ATM here, Taps, joining, and he says you can improve on your performance, Nsobo.
yes, that's honestly very true. I feel that for this second season, I haven't really performed to what I would like to perform. You know, but there's always room for improvement, and in this season, there's actually a lot of room for improvement. You know,
Season 2 turning out to be a tough one for the top players, Nsobo. Mixed bag of results that we're seeing here.
yes, no, you can see with me and Lucas was first last season. I think he's also struggling a little bit, but I'm guessing at the end we'll have to come to the table and show what we can do. But it honestly hasn't been a very easy journey for me this season specifically. So even with the
pressure?
win tonight, it still feels, you know, the performance wasn't up to standard.
Yeah, what do you make on the pressure on, you know, the young players, you know, the likes of yourself, Aaron and Nikki, because a lot is expected from you guys, you know?
Yeah, I think also that plays a role as well, you know, in the way that we play, because it's not easy when you have to come up to this stage and everybody's expecting you to perform, and you actually do have to perform. So managing all those emotions and mixing that with the table time that one needs to have, and you know, all those things. But it's something that we have to try and do at the end of the day, you know, just try and make sure that you manage your emotions and handle the pressure a little bit better.
Yes, Alan Brody says if Nsobo brings his 80% game, he would win this league easy, but Shane is still my man. What's
yeah.
the comment to Alan there, yeah?
I don't know what to say, Mr. Brody, but I honestly would love to have my 80% game at this point.
So it's working out, yeah?
Yeah.
Batu Abram Zeksinko from Krugersdorp in Kagiso says, Nsobo, when you want to kill us with heart attack? Yeah.
I'm dying myself.
Yes, you heard it right. Nsobo says he's dying himself.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no, but there's always a better performance in store. It's just a matter of proper preparation as well, and learning and improving as the weeks go by. And not every day is going to be the same, even though you always expect a better performance from yourself, but yeah.
Yeah, a potential finish looms here, Nsobo. How do you expect him to land on those last two balls?
Yeah, with Nikki, I know he's not scared of playing any shots. He's going to leave himself with that top corner pocket. I think I'm not sure if he snookered himself.
Yeah.
Oh, but he still has the other yellow.
Yes.
So now he's going to go to the top corner pocket and then the other yellow to the center.
We got Clive here saying, Mr. Charisma on commentary.
I think the reason why I'm struggling is because Mr. Clive is not here.
Clive, yes, and Tobo says, because you're following, he's gonna get his stride back. Good evening, Clive and all the folks at Rogues on Radio, one of, people who, with his team at Rogues on, help steer the SPL to greater heights. Thank you so much for the splendid work in season 1, and we continue to value your contribution. Clive. Yes, Saint Persa says, good evening, Nsobo, great work on commentary between yourself and Mr. Marake. A question comes here from Melton. Nsobo, do you practice? I think you need to put more effort.
I can't be answering that on TV.
Yes. Yeah,
but what I
Martin,
promise is we
Nsobo
can do
here
better.
And he says, there's Nsobo. Let me turn my attention to Nsobo. Can you answer Milton?
Mr. Milton, I'm unfortunately am not able to answer your question right now, but it still stands. I need to do better, and try and give it more effort so that we can see a better game.
Yes, and so we're wanting to put in more effort, guys, and to bring you guys the expected result. I mean, we got people watching from the Vaal, we got people watching from Pretoria, people watching from Limpopo. What a shot there by Aaron. Unlucky not to have potted there. He brings Nico back onto the table.
Yeah, but that black and the red is laying a bit awkward, so it might give Nico a little bit of a challenge there.
I think the one day I had you on commentary and Nico had an almost identical landing. When you're on commentary, he happens to bring those shots and so on.
Wow, no, that shot, I wasn't even expecting that, and he landed perfectly. Wow, that's a very good shot from Nico.
Maybe this guy should be called the magician because he just happens to bring those unexpected shots and so on, especially when you're on commentary. You remember the 1 week where he
played like 3 doubles and long doubles. Yeah, no, that.
Look at the shot. Swali Pansu, what do you make of this performance by Nico Erasmus? Let's look into the player stats. Nico is entering week 4, ranked number 7. Week 1, he lost 11-1 to Llewellyn. He beat Shane 9-6, and he lost 4-3 to Nsobo. Which one is the true Nico? Is he Mr. Inconsistent? That's a question.
Yeah, consistency doesn't help in this tournament as well. If you, like me, I've been fairly consistent. I think the first week was a 6-all, and then the second week I can't remember whether, I think it was a 7-all, And then with Nico, I won 4-3, and now it's like 6-4. So my consistency is honestly not even assisting me with
Yes.
anything.
It's something you're planning to work on.
Yes, yes.
Guys, there's a lot of pressure when you're playing in the biggest league in the country, you know. Nerves play a pivotal role, you know. And the players are doing their level best to be on the practice table and stuff like that. But, you know, the quest for result sometimes puts a damper on quality sometimes. It's not what you could say.
Yes, no, that's true, because you push yourself very hard and you actually push yourself even over the limit. There's so much that you can do, and if you're expecting a lot from yourself, you at times you will get it, at times it will just not go your way, but you keep on pushing yourself and exerting that pressure. It just, yeah, it can mess everything, let everything go hayway. So, yeah.
Yes. And this is a game, you know, of two bangers, you know, between Aaron and. So the question is, who's gonna go easy when it really matters the most, you know?
Yes, and I was playing with Nico earlier on, so I came here earlier on before the league started.
Yes.
And he was banging those balls, and you could see with the first couple of frames where he was banging the balls just now, and I was expecting him I'm actually expecting him to win this match for the way that he was playing earlier on. So
Yeah, he told me that you guys played to almost a scoreline of about 10-0.
yes, yes. But he was making the proper finishes. I was just, you know, when you're just following just behind you.
I think Aaron is trying to bring a change in tactics now, which could possibly upset Nico a bit.
Yes, but the problem with those tactics is it upsets the time more than anything. And time here needs to be your friend. Because if time is your enemy, this is a game where both players can actually lose. So playing and wasting time doesn't really work on anybody's favor.
Ruben Basundal say Nico is probably the most attacking player in the SPL. He goes for everything.
Yes, I think it's him and Llewellyn.
Llewellyn,
Yes, Llewellyn is very attacking. There's always a finish that exists. Whether we see it or we don't see it, it's there for him. So Nico has a similar style of play as Llewellyn, yeah.
You know, there's also this factor of promotion and relegation, which
Yes.
puts players into some pressure situation, considering that the bottom three in this league get to be relegated, and then the top three from Division 1 comes up.
Mr. Moraki, you're very correct. You're very correct, because there's 8 players. We playing not to get relegated. That's the first thing. And the second thing is you're playing for the top 4 since you want to play the playoffs. You know, so it brings a different kind of pressure, because each and every week's match really matters, and every single shot matters.
There we see the fans there. Ketanaido played in an earlier game, and the rest of the fans, you know, coming into the venue to come and help the players to relax a lot more and enjoy some support.
Yeah, so that's a very good shot from Aaron. I don't know why Aaron is playing so slow, because usually he doesn't play so slow. He just goes for the fit. He's also a similar player to Nico and Llewellyn. But in this match here, I think his mindset is all about not trying to compete with Nico with the finishes.
Very unlucky not to get that position there. Mr. Fearless, as his nickname.
Yeah, and he can always, wow,
And look at that.
he can always
He's
make
gonna
it work.
cut now. Look at that shot now. What a shot by Nico.
Wow. Wow.
I'm sure Nsobo is Nico's favorite commentator because whenever you hear this man just wants to go for everything. Unlucky
Yes.
not to
Yeah.
pot the black day. What are your thoughts on this match, guys?
You can see he's laughing there. That's how I feel as well.
Tolani
Ah,
says, wow. Tolani says the players are doing their best here, but he believes that they're not taking time to really think about the shots.
yes, I think time is also a luxury here. And we would like to take more time, but it honestly keeps on playing into your head that each and every second matters. So you end up playing a different game than what you usually play if it's any other format. So that also plays a big role.
Yeah, now that we're into week 4, the question then becomes who's been your toughest opponent in the last 4 weeks?
Wow. Yo. To be honest, Mr. Muraki, I have been my toughest opponent to this point because I am getting the chances with each and every match. I'm just giving it back to the players that I'm playing against, you know. And others are taking them, others are also not taking them, but I've given almost every opponent that I played with chances which I wasn't supposed to give to.
What a magnificent break there by Nico. Let's have a relook at it. There he went down. Was it more of power? You tried 2 breaks here earlier today where the power was just letting you down when you most needed it.
Yes, and the balls were actually opening up, but just trying to get that one ball to go in, it was not
So for
happening
Nico,
today.
it will be more about landing on the yellow next to the top red there and ball. Is he
Yeah.
opting to go for?
Yeah, that's actually a tough finish, but I think he wants to take it to that right corner pocket, that one that's close to the yellow there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Whoa,
Or you
this
wanna-
is a selection of some sort.
Wow. Yeah, but Aaron seems a bit rattled. I'm not sure that the way that he's walking, that's not how he usually walks. So I'm not sure what's happening there, or he's also putting himself under pressure. Because
How much does body language tell about a player, especially in pressure situations?
it's actually everything, Mr. Muraka, because your opponent actually can draw from that. He can see that my opponent is down and use that to their advantage, you know. So it's very important to keep that upright posture all the time, even though it's not possible at all times. But it's good to try and keep it together and not show the opponent that, you know what.
I've got Sonia here saying that's so honest of you and so, but that's why you keep growing all the time, keep shining.
Thank you, Sonia.
A very tight match here, 4-1, but it's not been easy going on either one. We just would like to see Aaron responding a lot more in this session here.
Yes. As I mentioned earlier, his body language is actually saying a lot to us as the people that are viewing here. And Nick is actually giving him a little bit of chances, but he's also not taking them as well. So yeah, and knowing Aaron is also not a fearful player. He goes for the games and that he believes that he can do it, and he always gets it. But in this match, you see, even with that shot, it's the energy, it's the body language, it's
At the end of this frame, I'll be having Mishi joining up with Nsobo just for 10 minutes and for the change in commentary. Is Aaron gonna finish this one here? Look at the shot that he went for. He just could not get it right. If Aaron takes this frame, how much of a confidence booster will it be in Supa?
At certain points of the session, right, all you need is just that one frame turn things around. You know, I think we even saw it with my match. I was down for most of the time in the session that I played against Llewellyn, but all I needed was just that one shot, that one frame that I had to bring home, and changed everything. I ended up winning the session. So at times that's all you need. Just one shot, one frame can change the whole mood.
Yeah, let's get to see how this one gets to be negotiated, because it seems to be there is a next match where we've got Shane up against Lucas. That will be at 22 hours 30. That promises to be more like the stellar fixture of the evening. This has been two of your tough opponents. That is Shane and look at that for a shot.
Wow,
That was using the free shot.
yeah,
Coming
no.
on to the last two balls here.
Yeah,
We expect Aaron to come up with a response, and he'll be having the break. That can change things around, because an apple can bring him to 4-all within a whisker of time.
yes. No,
Yes.
that's
I'm
honest.
heading over to Mish, who will be joining Zoboye for a short while as we negotiate through the next frame.
Hey, Ensemble.
Hi, Mish.
I think you need to be a more regular fixture on our commentary team. Maybe you can multitask a bit between playing and commenting.
Not a chance. I think I'd rather sit here than go play that side. You know, the
I'll play this with you. So, here is a fun fact.
yeah.
The world champion of the WEPF is currently watching the stream. So if you guys need motivation or pressure, knowing that you have the caliber of players who beat the like of Tom Cousins, etc., they're actually watching what you guys are doing.
Can I please go back to the table?
So a big shout out to Giuseppe D'Imperio once again. Congratulations on both winning the Euros and the WEPF World Championships a couple of months ago. And that's the level we're all aspiring to, I'm sure. Or similar
Yes,
in this
yes.
game.
No, that's true.
More aggressive player you're seeing right now?
Yes, yes. And hopefully Aaron's mood would have improved from winning that frame, you know, because his body language has been saying a lot, and
Yeah.
it wasn't saying good things, but hopefully that changes, you know.
Yeah, I think it's so important to regulate your outward appearance of emotions,
Yes.
because that definitely plays in your opponent's favor if you let on too much.
Yes. No, that's true, Mish. That's true. But I think this finishes on.
Yeah, it's just that black ball he has to develop a little bit. The put's in
Yes.
the top right there, so perhaps
top
leave this red on the other side for last.
He's actually thinking the same way that you do.
Oh, a little bit lucky there.
Yes, yes. But now I think it's going to be a bit difficult for him to get to this red here.
He's
Wow.
gonna, yeah, he enjoys playing confidently.
Yes,
Not
yes.
afraid to use the cushions or the pace of the table.
Yes. When some of us are actually thinking, hey, there's cushions, they're sliding and all of that,
Yeah.
Aaron doesn't care about all
He
of those
doesn't care, he
things.
just goes for
He
his
just
shots.
goes for it.
Maybe there's value in that.
Yes.
But it's those unforced errors and, dare I say, slightly careless shots that really end up costing you.
Yes, and also most probably thinking it's an apple and it's 2 points, you know?
Yeah,
It's
you
an
get too
apple that's
excited.
too
Yeah.
exactly. Like I'm there. And now with that win, the scores would have been 4 each. So all those things, they actually mess with their head as well.
No, of course. I think the scoreline and how many frames you need to get to go up a few positions is always going to be at the forefront of your mind. Unless you
Yes.
train it otherwise.
Wow. I never thought Nikki was going to go for that snooker.
Are we going to see a do something cool moment here? Yeah, he's got that option. He's got a more daring option of the jaw shot,
Yes.
but that's quite tough as well.
Yeah, it's actually tough. But for me, I think it's just touching the black.
Yeah,
And yeah,
bide your
just
time a little.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Wow. Yeah, that's a very beautiful shot.
It's a great way to end the frame.
Yeah. And now you see the thing is he won the frame but he's beating himself up because it could have been 2 points.
Yeah.
So that's another thing.
Right, so 3-4 down. Let's see if Aaron can break his dry run, so to speak.
Yes.
I think he heard me there. He glanced at us.
He's
Careful how
thinking,
loud they speak.
and he's thinking, what is she talking about?
I actually sometimes think, when you guys go and watch this and you hear me critiquing your game, you're just like, yo, that Michelle.
Like, Michelle, you know what? It's fine, Mish. But why are you even greeting me when you see me at the club?
Yeah, exactly. It's just
Yeah.
a perfunctory chin nod now, isn't it?
No, but to be honest, Mitch, for there to be improvement, you first need to accept and learn. Because you sitting out here, you can see things properly. Sometimes you're walking in that arena playing, and you just seeing flames. I don't know. I don't even know what to call it. You just seeing stars. You just seeing whatever that you're seeing there, and everybody that's outside can see what needs to be done. But you're there. You don't see what
I've
you
been
need
there
to
a few
do.
too many times, I must say. That's why I watch you
Yeah.
guys so much. I want to learn.
Yeah, no, and also I think it's important even for us as players because, funny enough, I do go back and watch the frames
Yeah.
that normally I would watch the finishes because I would have a lot of finishes. Now I'm not getting any finishes. I have to watch all those slow frames and be like, okay, what was I trying to do here? And that's how you
Analyze
correct.
it a little bit.
Exactly. That's how you correct. That's how you learn. And we shouldn't shy away from that. So also those comments, they do help. And you're like, yeah, Mish, I can see what you're seeing now. I know it's late.
And maybe
but
you're
yeah.
going to relive those moments where
Yes.
like you're fuming or you're steaming because
Yes.
you missed a shot here and there.
Yes, no, that's true, Mish. That's true. Wow. Nikki just goes. He just goes.
He just goes for it.
Yeah.
There's always a way.
Yeah.
Chances
I
there's a
actually
chance.
admire the way that he goes about his attitude towards the game. If there's
He
one
just takes
person.
everything with a pinch of salt, doesn't
Exactly. And with all of that, he loves the game so much, and you can see that it gets translated even in his game when he's playing it. So,
he? Do you think he's going to land awkward on the black?
Wow.
No, apparently not. He played it with the perfect pace, didn't he?
wow. I don't even think you could do that.
When you're fearless, you can do anything, eh?
Yeah, no, because I was thinking he was just gonna nick that yellow and the white was gonna slide
I thought
through
he was
and
going
go
to run
up
all the way
there.
up and he's going to
Exactly.
land so awkward on that
Yes,
black.
yes, that's what I was thinking as well. But yeah,
So I think you might agree that the pace of the frames has definitely picked up nicely now.
yeah.
Hopefully we see more from that in your next match.
Yes, hopefully. I'm also hoping so too. And I shouldn't be hoping, I'm going to practice. So thank
I'll
you.
see you on the practice table. Thanks so much for joining us on the commentary. It's always awesome to hear from you,
All right.
Sobo.
Thank you. Everybody have a great evening. Sure.
Now we're going to be rejoined by Prince Morake. Welcome back, sir.
Thank you so much, Nsobo Matonzi, Bana Shilolo, and Mishi for holding the fort here. 5-3, the scoreline is 5-0.
Nikki just pulled off a really classy finish.
Yeah. There we see the break there. It's
Nice
turning
open
out to be a
break.
close match.
Relatively, and at least we've got a few more frames on the board. And he really seems to be finding his groove, doesn't he?
Yes, exciting moments here in this encounter here, Michi, as we build to that mammoth clash between Shane and Lucas, which is not very far away now.
Yes, the Iceman versus the Santa Claus of South African pool.
Yes, I spoke to Lucas a little bit earlier on, and
He actually looks like he's having a nap over there, doesn't he?
meditation time,
Meditating,
yeah. Yeah, and knowing that you like what a few minutes away, and that's when it starts hitting you that I'm not far away from the action. Guys, what are your expectations in this encounter? There were 13 and a half minutes left. Is it gonna be Nico that takes it home, or is it gonna be Aaron making an unexpected comeback? Look, with this format here, you only need to be able to break well, then you getting 2 points, for a break and finish. So it can always turn around.
No, absolutely, and it'd be nice to see them able to create those golden breaks as well. Nicky's showing the performance similar to what he did in the second week, isn't he?
Going for a break and finish here.
Yep. And that will put him firmly in the lead on 7 points.
Sonia say, come on Aaron, you can pull it together. This is a massive moment in this encounter. Wow, what a frame.
Finish indeed.
So that puts him on to 7 points. 7-3. The scoreline is...
And more importantly, we're into the 11th frame now, where previous matches we only got 7 or 8 frames out of it.
Do you think that he's pulled away from Aaron at the right time?
I think so, and the momentum is definitely with him.
What a shot that turned out to be. That was a shot that set him up for
He's reading
victory.
the pace, the cushions. He's playing through the cue ball so well.
Yeah. That is Nico Erasmus, the man from the West Rand. Tell you a little bit more about Nico Erasmus. This man here, he's been an SA champion in the junior division. His nickname Fearless Age 32 from Krugersdorp. He's a senior technician. He's been an under 18 and under 23 black ball champion. And he's been a former SA men's black ball individual runner-up. He's been a runner-up at the under 23 black ball world championships as well. So great accolades for the man.
No, absolutely, and he's also played a fair deal of South African 9-ball.
Yeah.
So that's as well where that creative shot making comes into play.
Looking at this frame here,
He's looking at the finish here as well, nudging that black nicely out the way. He makes that centre pot, he can run through a little bit.
don't you think this black,
He's
came
actually
to spoil
looking
the
at,
party?
yeah, he's even looking at playing that yellow and seeing it goes off
Yes.
that red closest to the top
Yeah.
right hand side. I don't think he's going to take that one on, obviously.
And a great kiss that sets him up for the yellow for the opposite
Yeah.
center. What a shot that turned out to be.
He's taking his chances very nicely here,
And
Beautiful,
look at
he went for the double.
landing now.
ensuring his white ball position. Look at the focus. Nice to see.
He's looking pumped up here, Nico.
Oh, absolutely. Second break and finish loading.
Yeah.
Another
Two
2 points.
Now, Tarek Chetin, he still holds a record for 3 consecutive break and finishes.
Yes.
Is Nico ready to eclipse the record? That record
Oh,
is on the line,
absolutely.
guys.
And these guys, if they want to elevate the status of men's pool in South Africa, they're going to have to do that more consistently. Making 4-5 finishes in a row is fairly standard overseas.
Yes, and this
So-
was a very difficult one, yeah.
Yeah, he really had to work that out nicely. And he did it with such class and such finesse.
prior to this matchup, Nico and Aaron are positioned 6 and 7.
Right, so a dry break there, so he's not going to break that record just
Nitai's
yet.
record is still intact. 3 break and finishes in a row. Very disappointed with himself.
Yeah, he won't be too worried about that right now. He's racked up a good number of points. Perhaps that will save him from relegation later this season, I should say.
Yes, it's the dreaded word in leagues, being relegated. Yeah.
Even in the lower divisions, I mean, like, we're all playing our hearts out not to get relegated to the lower divisions, and even more so to get promoted closer to this division.
Let's get to see what Aaron is planning to come up with to stay in the match.
Yeah, he's trying to secure the frame,
Yes, 8.5 minutes.
but I don't think it's going to save the frame for him. I think Nicky's got every opportunity here to. Oh, he's messed it up a little bit
Yes.
to open up those yellows.
He has a chance here for Aaron. Is he gonna get ball to ball here? And then, wow, very nice shot there by
Yeah.
Aaron. It's all about keeping positioning.
Yeah, and
he
making
can
sure
get
that
here.
he gains control of that break again. You want to keep yourself at the table for as long as possible.
Guys, all those following on this, what do you make of this performance by these two players here?
It's interesting to see how they're both very quick players, but they've still got a very different style of play.
Sonia saying, "Moi, Nikki." So quite impressed with Nikki's previous frame. Let's hope he avoids. So he needs to pot this one, yeah?
Oh, that yellow
Yes.
had to think about
Yes.
dropping before it eventually decided.
The man is on fire, so he fears nothing.
Oh, looks like he's making good on his promise to his fans and
I don't think
Pool
he can see the
enthusiasts.
front ball.
no. Oh no.
There is our next one coming up. This is a heavyweight clash between
Shane and
Pillay
Lucas, yeah.
and Lucas,
Almost developed that yellow nicely. Hasn't got too many places to hide here at all. So I think he's going to go and be creative with the shot.
Lucas was season 1's winner, and he's now at position number 5, coming up against Shane, who is in position number 2 at this point in
Yeah,
time.
Shane definitely being the most consistent of the two at the moment. Oh, not a bad little safety shot there, although the cut is definitely on. Aaron with every opportunity to take this frame.
Right, guys, taking this moment to thank our sponsors, somebody group of companies, and other sponsors in the form of Nooks Creative, Rogues on Radio, Q Sport Africa Media for the beautiful broadcast week in and week out.
Letting Nicky off the hook there.
Nicky with a chance to put a spanner or to rather top up, cap up his performance for the evening, by dropping this ball here. That
Yeah.
makes Aaron's challenge rather, something that is one to forget for the evening, you know. A
Yeah, you'll be
performance to
disappointed with
forget,
that.
yeah.
Now, Nico has 10 points on the board. For those of you new to watching this style of setup, he can get bonus points by getting a golden break or break and finish. So it's a race to 9 frames. So that's why it's possible for him to get up to 10, 11 frames in this match. All right, let's see if he does another one now. Going for that second ball break. A little bit of movement on the black, but no luck, unfortunately, and a dry break to boot. So, okay.
Yeah, 3.5 minutes
Aaron
left.
get a consolation frame.
Yes. What has been the highlights for you in this particular encounter?
Firstly, I think the way that they started, both of them with a C+ finish, it just upped the ante in this series of matches tonight. And then obviously Nicky with his 2 break and finishes there, just showing his class, his talent. I think of the evening, that's definitely the highlight so far.
Yeah. I think Gonçalves.
And in Silver's commentary.
Yeah.
And he's playing, I don't want him to feel offended.
Yeah, we got Lucas here, guys, just on the back of the commentary booth. He's been on meditation, you know, ahead of this massive encounter here against Shane.
Meditation or a quick 40 winks, you know, being 50 years old and all.
Yes. What's going to be exciting is the style, because both players don't believe in moving the white ball so much, you know.
They believe in simple, straightforward pool, which is
Yeah.
essentially what you should be going for
the
consistency. And we see Aaron clawing back a frame here.
Response by Aaron.
Yeah, and there's enough time to make another finish.
Yes. That is.
That'll make him feel a bit better.
Yes. A good response by Aaron. Little
No,
bit
absolutely.
too late, though.
Yeah, he's got 3 weeks to claw his way back up the rankings, but he will feel underwhelmed with his matches so far. But all the time improving, like you said, it's going to stand him in good stead for future national contributions. Now, he's left a dry break and a fairly open table, so Nicky with just over a minute to pick off these reds and try and make a finish. He'll make a good go of it.
Yes. Aaron is from Kempton Park. He's aged 33 and he's a reservation manager.
Oh, and he's got angle there. Look, look, look. He can, I don't think he's going to make the finish now. And he plays a bit of a wild shot there. He's got 40 seconds. And I don't think 40 seconds is enough even for a miracle finish.
Yes. An opportunity here. Wow, where is the... He's got a chance
You'll have to
finish
get a
it.
cardio session around the table in here if he wants to finish.
No
but
position on this one.
yeah.
He kind of like gave up on this.
Oh, when you're under that time pressure, I think that's fairly natural. What a shot. 9 seconds to go
He's got to wait for that ball.
to finish, to stop. Yeah, I know.
I remember in season 1 we had a moment where Shane.
Yes, when he managed that.
Yeah.
So, an exciting match. Prince is going to hear from
11-4.
our players on their thoughts. I'm sure Aaron will be fairly disappointed. Nicky will be quite satisfied with his own performance.
Match number 3 of this evening just ended, and it was between Aaron up against Nikki, a match of 2 halves. Let's get to hear from Aaron where it all went wrong for him. Aaron.
Well, I don't think I was playing too badly. I just made a couple of errors at key moments. I snookered myself once. I missed an easy read to the middle pockets. I am still struggling with the middle pockets, but I did feel like I was playing well. And then Nicky capitalized on all my mistakes, and he also made some very, very good finishes.
What could be some improvement areas for you going into week 5?
I think just playing with a bit more confidence will help. So playing a bit more aggressively and with a bit more confidence, and not so hesitant on the table. And I think that'll improve my game.
Thank you, Aaron. Looking forward to see you next week.
Thank you very much.
That was Aaron, giving his aftermath of what happened in his match here. Let's get to hear from the victorious Nico Erasmus. Nico, you came into this encounter here and you had everything going your way. You showed the confidence, and what can you tell us?
Overall, I think I played decent. Couple of mistakes, but I capitalized at the end and made 2 break-in finishes. Then I played well.
Are you enjoying the support of your mom, who's continuously here with you week in and week out, urging you to do much better?
I enjoy all the supporters what is here, not only my mom, every single one.
Message to friends, closing?
Bring more friends.
So there is Nico saying more friends actually get him to up his game a lot better. And with that, we're edging to our last match of the evening. That will be Shane Pillay up against Lucas Venter, whom Michelle will be having a word with before we start. Thank you.
Good evening to the Santa Claus of South African pool. Firstly, Shane, congratulations for your sterling performance at Masters Trial over the weekend.
Yeah, I was a bit lucky, but thanks, we had Alan in my team. So, Alan gives his little chirps that kept me going. Thanks for that.
How difficult is it to make a provincial Gauteng team at the moment?
That's it. It's very tough. I think they got too many numbers playing in the main trials. It's too tiring. We played from 8 to 10:30. So next year they need to cut down the numbers. Maybe have district trials for masters also. So you get like 10 teams. And I'm sure Ellen did give them a solution. Hopefully they use it.
So, do you feel that continuous play over the weekend will be an advantage to tonight or a disadvantage?
I've been playing good pool the past few days. I've been breaking well. Well, this table, this table disciplines us. It's supposed to be a bit easier, but if the breaks work, we're going to have a good match.
And lastly, is there anyone, wink wink nudge nudge, in the crowd that you want to give a shout out to for supporting?
Biggest supporter, She's there through thick and thin. Let's see if I can make her proud tonight.
I'm sure you will. All the best for tonight.
Thank you.
Alright, that was Shane Pillay, and his opponent tonight is going to be the Iceman, Lucas Venter. So welcome, Lucas. A bit of a late fixture for you tonight.
Yeah, late nights are tough, especially for our old bullies, but what can we do?
I commented earlier, I wasn't sure if you were napping or meditating. You were just sitting by yourself there, or you just start getting into your pre-match preparation?
Yeah, pre-match preparation, just get a hold of my emotions, just get control of it and just get into the moment.
And tonight, how many frames are you aiming to accrue to get better rankings?
Well, I need to get 6 and more, 6 on a minimum, but both me and Shane are going to play an open game, so whatever we're going to get, so we need to rack up the points tonight.
Couldn't agree more. And last thing I'm asking everyone, is there anyone you want to give a particular shout out to who's supporting you?
I've gained so many supporters over this last couple of weeks and seasons, so everybody that's supporting me, people are asking me pool questions that never even known about pool, but specifically to my wife and my family, thank you for supporting me. Without you, I'm nothing. Thank you.
You're a very popular player indeed, and all the best on the table tonight.
Thank you very much.
Right, last match for the evening. Who do you guys think is going to win? Mr. Pillay, Mr. Fenter? Let's see what happens.
There is a quick guide to the SPL rules, black ball rules, winner breaks, race to 9 frames, golden break and golden duck, 50 minutes per match. Leg to break, 1 point, frame on and bonus point for a break and finish, and it's 45 seconds per shot.
Yes, very exciting feeds coming your way on our various platforms as well. I'll add to that we're also on TikTok, so please do like, share, subscribe. Let's help grow this platform to even greater heights.
We're on YouTube, Facebook and Instagram as Supa Pro League, ladies and gentlemen. A heavyweight encounter. So yes, these guys will want to make sure of everything. This could be a match that shows the people about Shane's intentions.
Oh yeah, sorry.
About this league, because
second is not good enough for him.
Yeah. He came short in season 1,
but very consistent.
Yeah.
Snap. Hit the nail on the head there.
He lost against Lucas in season 1. Easy, ready to make amends. Guys, who's your pick for this match here? How important is the break gonna be in this encounter?
So a fairly
Shane?
solid break to start off with.
Shane played loads and loads of pool incoming #1 in the Masters class just over the weekend, so he's not lacking in terms of,
Table time.
Yeah.
No, of course not. But at the same time, they play for such long hours with minimal break in between, so fatigue could be a consideration as well.
Yes, Alan would be the one who can tell us the direction of this matchup here. Mr. Brody, who do you think will take this one here?
I think he's going to back his buddy.
Yes. It's back your body time, Alan. Do you think Lucas can bring something here out of the top drawer?
I think so. I've seen Lucas spend quite a bit of time on this particular table, practicing getting his frames in, getting a few hours extra on the table in addition to his league matches. And you can hear from the crowd